Okay, does anyone wish to recap what happened in the last session?
Sure. We continued to explore the ruins. We found a tunnel, gave up on the rest of the ruins, and decided to explore the tunnel. In the tunnel, we found more statues, more and more statues. One of them was a halfling that had some interesting gear on them, and one was a dwarf who had some an interesting axe. While exploring this tunnel that led to a cavern, there was like one area that was like had a wood wall area. Brell, I believe, went and checked it out, as did Tim.
Mm-hmm.
And they awakened something best left unawakened. Meanwhile, we continued to explore, found some more stone statues of now lizard men, so lizard men, orcs, humans, elves, halflings. Oh my. All turned to stone. Seemed to be attacking something that was small. Dan made some puns about foul. Some rooster pics were posted in the gift channel because some people knew
roosters?
that. Well, I was really waiting for. See, if Al had have got turned to stone, I bet he would have said "cock," like straight up, and that
Yeah.
would have been so gold. Like that would have been the funniest D&D moment. And unfortunately, Vexxi got turned to stone, which
Yep.
was just very sad because there's no clip of cock, bag of dicks, etc., which would have just been solid gold.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he should have said cock 3 times.
exactly. Anyway, there was a cockatrice, and it turned out Druid to stone. She who had the only ability that would have been really good in that fight, stone shape, which would have been amazing because we could have made a stone box to put the fucking chicken in. Now we don't have that ability, I don't think. Because does your Druid have stone shape? Because mine doesn't.
Think so. But I will
Anyway, so we after the amazing Jangles managed to do a Technicolor sleep coat on the cockatrice with color spray. We all wound up.
I do have stone shape.
Oh, you do have stone shape? Awesome. See, I
don't
want to go
have it
back. Yeah, but
prepared.
we can spend a day. We can run away for a day, re-prepare spells, and come back. Hopefully, maybe. Anyway, we all wound up. We managed to get the axe from the dwarf, which Maze used to have a crack at the sleeping cockatrice. Everybody wound up. Everybody had their best shot at it. It was immune to our weapons, it seemed. So we ran the fuck away.
So you're saying we failed to beat the cock?
We beat it, but we failed to get a result.
It was not a happy ending.
From see, the thing is, we were doing it wrong. What we needed to do was choke the chicken, because it probably can die of suffocation. But that was not something that we didn't try choking the chicken, and this was a mistake. Look, so
you're saying it was a mistake that you didn't try choking the chicken?
That's correct. That's correct. Because what we can do, if we come back in with like a stone box, we could potentially fill that stone box with water, trap it inside the filled stone box, water box, or better yet, keep the cockatrice in a stone box. Would be absolutely amazing, because at some stage we could just like unleash that upon somebody that we don't like.
You want to unleash a cock in a box?
That's right. It's a cock in a box.
You've got to warn them how big it is.
Such a great Valentine's gift. Probably a song could be made about it.
Oh wait.
So how are you feeling after that description, all that there, Vex? All that imagery.
I didn't need to know.
Was it hard to hear?
I mean,
sorry.
I'm looking at my gaming notes, and all I had was one line which said, "Chook kicks our ass, Valley's turned to stone." That was my summary.
I feel like that
Summary.
summary included a lot of
Peace.
like fantasy in there, like plans
It's-
that could have been.
Okay, what about
You know
this?
when-
It's such a little pecker, but it rocks Val's world.
What the heck?
That's
No?
no,
Oh, sorry.
no.
Too far.
Oh my god.
Is this being recorded?
Yes, it
You're gonna
is.
have to put another rating.
I'm sorry.
on this one.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
How could you hurt me deeply?
Can we mention this? This recording contains adult themes.
Yes. Rated for single entendre.
I can at least say you're now more stoned than Jingles will ever be.
Damn right.
Well, you might go back in there and he could get. He could.
That's right. We can all join you.
That's
Right.
gonna make him so hard.
You're
So
stoned together.
sad that you stiffed him.
Personally, Maze would love to go back. I think there's so much potential here. I actually think having a cockatrice in a stone box would be.
Would you say that Maze has a hard on for it? Or...
Yeah, I think that's some legendary shit. Okay. And
mean-
here's the thing, right? If some of us die at the end when we're looking at the TPK, if we did manage to get the cockatrice at the box, my final line can be, "Least I got chicken." Okay? So
Well, technically, if we TPK, it's not a TPK because she's not dead.
I mean,
yeah, okay.
Cool. Okay, after that very elucidating
Mature.
recap, yes, which was very good until it went.
Still, it wasn't.
Well, it was still informative. Just the information that was forthcoming wasn't consensual.
Oh.
But it was information. Let's say that it was fine. My younger
Cockatrice in the one eye and
Hey.
say that.
my younger teenage self would have thought it was hilarious.
Oh.
The more mature version of me is giggling on the
Still thinks-
inside,
Okay.
but is
Still thinks it's hilarious, but understands it's politically not correct to
and is
say.
and is trying to portray a sense of maturity.
Mhm.
Good luck with that.
Mm.
All right. Actually, I think we finished up there, so we didn't need that. I'll take that turn order back off. You'll notice that I have modified some of the statues you guys should see. I actually went and took the time to put them into a nice grayscale with shading.
oh,
Yeah.
nice.
The Stone to Flesh is like a level 6 mage spell.
I thought it was
Ouch.
flourishable, but it's,
Yeah.
No.
it's definitely level 6.
Not in apparently not in this edition. It's a wizard only spell.
Because it became in second edition when they brought in the schools of magic. Well, actually, they were sort of in first edition. It was transmutation. Transmute one thing to another.
I think I have a black screen because I have no characters on the map.
So let me just rectify that by giving you temporarily control of the other stoned person.
I look through these stone eyes.
You should
Don't
now
know
be
what
able
the
to see.
paladin would do.
Oh, nice. I
Would be-
spy on you guys.
So you should have access to jingles now.
Yep.
Okay. So Granum is on the map now. He had been off picking some kind of flower to braid into his hair, perhaps. I don't know, or maybe the the thick, coarse hair of his hogs. Anyway, he was away when you guys went in, and you have just spied him returning, as you have
That's
been
a
retreating.
druid. I had a call of nature, and druids always listen to calls of nature.
Yes. All
You
right.
should go and check out what's in the cave. It was awesome.
Aren't there less of you than went in?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
should
that's
keep
because
retreating.
that was because it was so amazing that Val just wanted to stay in there and keep looking at it.
Oh,
I
Oh, win the
feel
staring
like you're
contest.
not being serious.
What gives it away?
Val's dead. We need to retreat, regroup,
Is
and then
she
go back and
she
avenge
dead?
her.
Can't we use some form of powerful healing magic that none of us have on her?
I
How
know
did she
of
die?
no magic that returns statues into people.
Ah,
You also
I'm
suffered 2 losses. Remember?
Yes, Oberon's gone as well, which is why Maze is retreating, but wants revenge.
understandable. We should get that. What turned her to stone?
It was like a magical stone chicken.
My least favorite animal of the zodiac.
Mm. It was also immune to all our attacks, though it seemed to be suffer from magic spells.
And how did the conflict start? Did it just attack you?
Yes,
Pretty much.
And
it
have
might
you
have been
been-
because we went in there, but I don't know if it was because of territorial sort of thing. That could have been what happened. Maybe there's like a clutch of stone eggs in there. We disturbed.
Mm. What do you reckon they'd taste like?
I'm
I
not sure
think
I'm
you
hanging
would
out
have
to find
problems
out.
getting through the shell.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, at least we know what happened to all these poor sods, but yeah, we can't really defeat it at the moment.
We should warn others of it.
Mm. I'm going to engrave on the wall here. Cockatrice, beware.
Oliver had a really good strategy. We should put it in a box, but we need like a stronger box. Maybe we could reinforce a box with metal,
How big was this stone chicken?
chicken-sized.
Yeah.
And it was definitely its gaze that turned her to stone.
Oh yeah.
Well, we don't know about
Yeah,
that.
its peck was pretty vicious.
Yeah. And
Because anyway, one of my ice foxes got pecked.
it seemed to paralyze anything it pecked. Well,
Mm.
possibly.
Pop shook it off okay, but Pop is quite wounded, but didn't get turned to stone. So it seems to be its gaze.
Yeah.
Anyway, we probably shouldn't hang around the entrance of this cave. I don't know.
Indeed.
Okay. Just as you are saying this and talking about this, who has been wandering off? Maze has been wandering off. Maze.
Yeah, me. I've been running for ages.
You well, you can't have run too far away if you are still engaging them in conversation.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You spy a human, or it appears to be human, moves on up over the edge of the hill, up the top, towards the top of the mountain, I should say, where the cache is, wearing armor and carrying a sword, and she is not alone.
That's even worse.
She has with her. Where the hell is the sheet?
Hopefully a level
Someone who can cast level 6 spells.
mage.
level 12 wizard who can cast flesh stone to flesh.
Okay. A member of the garrison from Kel's Rise.
Nice. It's a Sarge.
A fighter would be able to cast stone to grapple.
Hmm. No, but I can't reverse it.
We're retreating and regrouping at the moment.
Do you wish to describe yourself?
Oh yes. A tall, tall for a woman. She's just shy of 6 feet. She has a great long flamberge hefted over her shoulder, and a barbute helmet held in her other arm. And she's walking with a purpose towards you, and hails, "Hail to you!"
Which one of us are you calling out to?
The closest one,
Ooh.
the one that she sees first.
Oh no, that's Mace.
So, because I know you're a paladin, but I like the white streaks in your hair, I'm guessing you're Goodella DeVille.
Would be Kindella.
Kindella, yeah,
Paul
maybe.
Garridon?
Where are you going?
I'm looking for a treasure hunting group that has been sent up here from Kel's Rise.
Ah,
That's
Have
us.
you seen them?
That's us. We found the treasure, but we also found a great foe.
You? Oh, there's more of you. I see you're all down there.
Yeah. They're slowly making their way this way.
Yep.
I think.
moving
Probably.
between conversation range.
Vex, I'm not saying now's the time to try and go and defeat the stone chicken with your new character. I am saying it would set a record.
No.
Yeah, let me just rescue my
I-
other character. He's
Yeah.
stoned.
Yes,
That
if your
sounds
new
like-
character had have turned up in Battlestar Galactica gear. Best scene ever.
I'm on a mission to save the valley. I don't know how, but it is in great danger, and I know that I must be by your side. I don't know what your mission is, but I will follow you.
We don't know what our mission is
we have
either.
a mission now.
We
What do you
are
mean?
the
Collecting
18,
treasure.
despite being the
Treasure
BT.
Well, I suppose
hunting.
there's the thing that Lady Carla mentioned about that thing that was stolen at that prison down in what is it? Down somewhere down south. That sounded kind of serious.
That does sound serious, but we're doing this first.
Let's not go back to the cockatrice jokes
No,
We've got to
Well,
try 3 times, don't we?
with your southern treasure. And moving along.
It's a cockatrice.
well, I'm well met. I'm Brel Morago. Who are you?
sorry, I'm Beth. I'm a paladin. I've been sent by, I had a dream actually. And an old lady told me that to save the valley I had to come with you, but I don't know how treasure hunting would save the valley at this time.
I
But I
mean,
know she spoke true.
what was it? A really tall lady, old lady, by any chance?
It's a little fuzzy, but she seemed kind, or sitting by a fire, having a nice cup of tea.
I had a dream I was eating a duck once. I woke up and half my pillow was missing. It was a terrible dream.
How are you the elder wisdom of my clan? Anyway, it's fine.
The key is in the elder.
It's
And
your
if you
fault
don't-
for writing that
Oh.
into it when you knew it was Den.
I get my stick and I rap maze on the forehead and say, if he does not yet understand the sayings, he must dwell more upon them.
Sorry, Uguay. My bad. Okay. Anyway, we should keep retreating. But maybe you are carrying a reinforced chest of some kind. That would be super handy.
To be fair, what would be super handy would be like a, magic weapon that could damage this thing. But anyway,
I just don't. I think it's just immune to like weapon attacks, but it doesn't seem super strong.
Did
Like,
you
I
try
don't-
kindness?
Like it didn't. It hit pop, and it didn't like rip pop into pieces. So it's possible that like a stone box would be able to contain it.
And how's it going to breathe in there? You remember
Pretty sh-
chickens need to breathe, don't you? Smack on the forehead.
Yeah, I don't want it to live. I'm
Didn't we
happy if it dies.
didn't we try and grapple it and fail?
Only Ulra tried, and they only tried once.
So you did
Okay.
try choking the chicken.
No,
But
she
only
tried.
once.
She just tried to get a handle on the chicken. Okay.
Hey.
And here's the thing, Ulra's like never. She's probably never choked a chicken before, so she wasn't. She just didn't succeed.
It was a slippery task.
That's right.
Jingles has fallen asleep.
I mean, was
You needed a
Jingles ever
smoke
truly
after that.
Also, Trevor should probably follow.
Yep, I'll move Trevor.
You know what Jingles' favourite lettuce is, right?
Where are you guys
Masculine.
headed?
Sorry, what was that?
Where are you headed? Valley's in
Well-
great danger. You must be swift.
We must
well-
be swift.
We were sent up here by Sergeant Gamlin, so if you're in the garrison, you should be well acquainted with him. We were to find this treasure trove, which is perhaps a little more dangerous than we thought, and then just generally generally make a nuisance of ourselves with a lizard man. So we've done the first one. We could probably do the same. Do the other thing on the way back.
I mean, imagine if we caught this doom chicken, okay, in a stone box, and then unleashed it upon the lizard men. It obviously turns them to stone too. There are a bunch of stone lizard men down there. We'd be big dang heroes.
Gotta say that
As,
does make a strange amount of sense.
as long as we can get back in the box.
Sorry?
As long as we can get back in the box.
Well, we just need to get it into the box once, and then unleash it on them.
Yeah,
I
but
just had a
You-
vision of the future.
you don't want to unleash Pandora's box and then not be able to.
Well, I don't mind if it's on the other side of the mountain range. It doesn't seem to, like, it hasn't come down into the valley and killed everybody. It'll probably, turn a bunch of lizard men to stone and then make its way back to this cave or find a new cave.
The way we defeat the ultimate big bad in the valley.
Yeah.
Your next character has to be an archer, Aaron.
Yes.
What do you mean? I no. My characters have been
Look,
both Minerva and Shiro are archers. Sort
Just
of.
look
They're
at the
ranged
GIF.
fighters.
Just look at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
GIF
I
and
see it. I
remember
see
the
it.
good
I see it.
times.
Okay.
That was Hot Shots, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the second one.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Good times.
It's been a very, very long time. I think I saw them in the cinemas and never saw them again.
They are hilarious.
not as good as the naked guns. Anyway.
I was like 14 when I saw them. The perfect age.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So can we go a bit further away from this cave and maybe make camp? Regroup, decide on our strategy.
Sure. Consider yourself
Yeah.
moved away from this
Sweet.
place.
I cannot help you with your box strategy.
So what did you say your name was?
Vess.
Vess.
Yes.
If you change
What is
your
yours?
if you change your character's name or you see where you appear down the bottom with all the names, change it so that it actually, instead of saying Vexian, says Vess to help them.
My name
How do you
is
change your name?
Maze Blumenthal.
You can click on the cog and then display name.
Yeah, nice. Well,
And
it's
this is
good to meet you, Maze.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop, he says, pointing to the 3 ice foxes that are doing cutesy stuff.
Aw, aren't they adorable?
Yes, they. So, Wise Master, you have the ability to shape stone?
I mean, it'll take me a while to remember how to. I could probably try it tomorrow. What was your thought, apprentice?
We could shape a box made out of stone and then trap the chicken inside it.
And how will you lure a chicken into it? For chicken are wily creatures,
I mean, we could
known
just
far
drop
and
the
wide
box on
for their
top of it.
cunning.
We could just drop the box on top of it, and then maybe if we had like a sheet of metal, we could like slide that underneath the box.
And how are you getting close enough to the chicken?
Well, we have brave Olera to get us close to the chicken.
And how early are you getting up to do this?
Very
You
early.
must get up very early.
Preferably
Very
before
early.
Oz returns from the aerial ping pong game and logs on.
Yeah. Probably before the cock crows, I would guess.
I mean,
Before the
I
early
could
bird
make a
is caught.
stone worm, perhaps, for you
Let's
to try
go. Yeah,
tempting
exactly.
the chicken.
I mean, I think we could probably just use some worms.
I mean,
Actually,
the player's not here, but
that's-
I'll tell you, you do have an illusionist.
you know, that's actually a much better plan. Why don't we just make a deadfall trap? We could just make we could literally make a deadfall trap with a stone box, put a bunch of worms underneath it, wake up the chicken by like yelling into the cave. If it comes out and checks, it might just walk under. I mean, for as far as we know, it's not any smarter than a chicken is.
I mean, but you don't know it's not. And chickens, as I say, can be very wily.
Yeah, they're pretty dumb. I mean, I've known a few chickens in my time. They're pretty dumb. Pretty dumb.
That is what they want you to believe. Also, Oz is probably going to be a bit sad at the moment, but there's still a quarter to go, so maybe not.
Anyhow, what other people think? Do people want to run away like cowardly dogs, or you know?
I think that the cockatrice is a very dangerous thing, and if we can defeat it, that would be that'd be good.
Real feather in our cap.
So you're suggesting that Vex should have called her character so Robin?
No, because Vex only ever uses V's as the first letter in her
I
names.
know.
So, Robin?
So
doesn't sound that great.
Tiny Tim, who is a band of the Merry Men. How are we going, Tiny Tim? What do you think?
Alright.
Oh,
Robot. Does not compute.
Pretty much.
pretty much I got from that. But was that you want to go back for the chicken, or you don't want to go for the chicken?
Well, I don't think I want to get back for the chicken. I wouldn't mind going back and seeing what loot's in there, but the moot point if you end up a stone, cold stone
You are
statue.
really awkward to understand at the moment.
I think what I
Yeah.
got from that was I'd like to go back for the treasure, but I don't want to get turned to stone.
More or less. Yeah, I think the my microphone's dying.
No,
Oh,
I think the cockatrice is hacking into your account.
Or
it's
you're
a- It's
or
a,
you're playing this while you're making an attack run on a Star Destroyer.
it's a cyber trice.
It's after the Allspark worms.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, that's generally what I said. Would prefer to see what loot's in there, but I'd prefer not to be turned to stone in the process. So we need a solid plan if we're going to go back in there.
And what did Grell think? He was pro.
Yeah, I'm pro.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you, Sensei?
Prefer not to be turned to stone sounds like, but you're willing if it comes down to it. Is that correct?
I'm willing to get someone else to turn to stone first. Yes.
Yeah, like an illusion. Hey, Jangles, you can wake up now.
Nah.
I think we need to like.
Yeah, Jangles. Jangles, can you make an illusion?
No, no,
Look
no.
at lure the chicken underneath a trap.
Let's have a look what's in his character.
And no, it can't be an illusion of shyweed. They won't like that. I think.
No, it's not
Look-
opening his character sheet for me.
Looks like he has something. Phantasmal Force. Whatever that is. Is that creating a ghosty boy?
A ghosty boy. I thought you wanted to create ghosty worms. Which
That was my suggestion, but
Phantasmal Force can do stuff like that, I believe, from memory. So long as the caster maintains concentration, he can create a persistent active illusion within a 20-foot cube. The passive illusion will disappear if touched by a creature. However, an illusionary monster may be created to attack a foe. Observers are allowed a saving throw over spells to see through any illusion produced with this spell. The save fails, the illusion persists, and any illusionary monster will seem to inflict harm when it attacks an opponent. Illusionary monsters have an effective AC of 9, and they vanish if a foe successfully strikes them. Blah, 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 blah. Note that the
Get
caster is
them
not
into
allowed.
staring contest.
Note that the caster is not allowed to take any action while concentrating on the spell. That includes movement.
I do have speak with animals. Had I been there, we could have tried to negotiate with the cockatrice.
I don't think a cockatrice would be very friendly or in a talking mood. From
It might not be.
I think
Maybe
we're all
get
sent up
distracted.
here for a reason. I
Do you
don't
think
think
we
it'll
need
be-
to slay the cockatrice?
There must be something in that cave that would help in the salvation of the valley.
All right, well let's try and take it out.
At least that's my
If
belief.
you're with us.
I'm hoping it's going to be a truly amazing jar of marmalade.
So are we going to rest up and relearn spells and stuff before going in?
Yes, but we need to decide what our plan's going to be. Do we have Jangles? Do you have the ability to learn silence?
Jingles will look at his book.
He
No,
can.
it does not have silence.
Isn't he a cleric?
He is a cleric as well.
Yeah, so he can get it from his cleric spells. Does he have invisibility?
There's Canto.
Hey!
Doesn't have it written down.
Well, I
He
will.
doesn't have.
I
he
will
doesn't have
remove. I will remove your access to Jingles, and Jingles can do Jingles things.
Oh, there he goes.
Hits the blunt straight away.
I try to draw a blunt on your character, but it would go under your character every time.
Aww. Aww.
Instead of on top.
Thanks for
She
trying.
did note that Val is more stoned than Jingles will ever be.
Okay.
Wow, thank you.
That
Look at
blunt
that.
is about 3 times its size.
He's certainly smoking the best.
That's just a small one for Jingles, I thought.
Jingles, do you know how to make people invisible?
Ooh, let me take a look. but from memory, I didn't learn that one.
Okay, fair enough. Do you have the ability to make like a really good illusion?
I can. I've got. Oh wait, Phantasmal Force. From memory, that's the thing to make stuff. But let me double check.
Mm. Yeah, it lets you create an illusion.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one then.
I
How many,
think.
how many times can you cast that per day?
1.
No, you can cast 2 first and 2 second level spells. So as if you prepared it twice, you'd be able to cast it twice.
Well, I've unfortunately only prepared it once.
They're talking
so-
about resting.
Yeah, we're
Which
talking
Oh.
about what
Definitely
spells.
resting.
Yeah, we're talking about
Oh.
spells we want tomorrow. Is that a first or a second level spell for you?
Second.
First level.
Phantasmal's a first level.
Yep.
So you wouldn't have color spray if you prepared it. Is that correct?
I do have color spray as a level 2.
Oh, color spray second level.
No,
Oh,
color
okay.
spray
So
is
you,
first level.
Oh,
Oh.
have I read this wrong? Oh.
okay. What are your second level spells?
No,
Um,
Phantasmal Force is first level for Illusionist, it's second for Magic User.
Okay, cool. But what are your second level spells?
Well, I thought color spray was 1, but apparently that's
No, it's
first.
See your
first
spell
level.
book? See where it says spell book? Level 1, color spray, level 1, detect illusion, level 1, wall of vapor.
Magic book. Oh, I've got the PDF. That might not
No,
be
no,
the right
on your
one.
character sheet.
On my character sheet.
Go
Right
right
at the very
down,
bottom.
right down to the bottom, spell book. That's where you have the spells that are in your spell book.
Oh, okay. So that's where the levels are.
That's where you put them. Yep.
Oh. Why have I put a 2 there? All right. Let's see. Detect illusion, wall of vapor. Oh, for level 2, I've got magic mouth and misdirection.
What's misdirection do?
It misdirects divination magic.
Dang. Okay. I was like, because if it misdirects a chicken into a box, that'd be really useful. Okay.
Now
Misdirection.
remember, I did write into it, into the wiki, preparing spells. When preparing spells, a spellcaster may prepare any spell using a spell slot of 1 higher in addition to the normal level it is learned at. You can, if you so choose, learn your first level spells as second level spells.
Yeah,
The
which
spell,
is what
when cast, is treated as the same level regardless of what level it was used to memorize it. Example, a magic user could learn a magic missile at first or second level, and fireball at third or fourth. A magic missile will always still be a first level spell. Fireball would still be a third level spell, but you could learn them at the higher level slot, 1 up. So you could, Jingles, if you wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
learn color spray and misdirection, and phantasmal force. You could learn 2 of each, for example, using the second level slots you have to access first level spells.
Understood. Okay.
Which is probably what we want to do. Because color spray seems to work. So maybe 2 color sprays and 2 phantasmal forces. What do people think would be like a really good illusion, and how do we want to trick the chicken into the box? Like, do we want to try
Another vow.
another valve? Do we want to try to drop the box on top of the chicken, wrestle the chicken into the box?
Magic
we-
I
mouth.
like
Magic mouth on Val.
I reckon we color spray the chook when it's unconscious. We just stick it in the box.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good too. We can just be color spraying it and hoping that that takes it down, but we should at least do that from ambush if we can, if that fails getting it into the box to begin with. Because
Yeah.
I don't reckon we want to be there at all. I think if we set up like a good trap that we can like watch, you know, and you pull the you know how to make like a deadfall trap, right?
You dig a pit.
Okay, well, we don't need to dig a pit because that would be hard. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. Yes, that's a pit trap. Yeah, which is a deadfall. Yep. No, I mean where you drop something on something.
Oh, okay. Anvil to the face.
How?
Yeah,
Next question is, how is the stone shape spell? How long does it take? And how much stone can you shape? Can we just
Not a
like
lot.
create an illusion?
Let me-
Can we just create an illusion which distracts the cockatrice and then just cast stone shape and create a box around it?
Stone shape does not create stone, but you could potentially manipulate stone it was standing on.
Yeah. So it's going, oh, look, there's an illusion over there, and it attacks it. Nothing happens, and then it
Stone shape,
is around it.
the spell can form an existing piece of stone into any shape that suits the caster's purpose to a total volume of 3 feet cubed plus 1 foot cubed per level. Whilst it is possible to make crude coffers, doors, and so forth with stone shape, fine detail is not possible.
And keep in mind that's like a lot of stone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a try. There does very much feel it will be reasonably hilarious if the model party TPKs against a chicken. What level is a petrification spell?
Who knows?
Do you?
I'm saying
I don't
this-
have one.
this chicken could be a cleric.
No, we know it's less than 4 dice.
Look,
Girls,
with stone shape, does it have to be a contiguous item, or can you make multiple things with the stone that you're shaping?
No, one.
an existing piece of stone into any shape that suits the caster's
Single
Any
spell.
shape.
Okay.
So I could, I imagine, make a variety of cups that
Of
you
what?
then have to break off.
He could
Or
make a.
whatever.
Oh yeah,
from
yeah.
it.
He could. He
But
could. He
that's
could
it's
make a.
one piece.
He could make a sprue.
Yeah. He could make a couple of box brews.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Because having multiple boxes would be better, because then we can set one up as a trap, and we can have one that has handles on the side of it. So we make a box shape, or I guess a bucket shape, effectively. Or maybe a coffin, because it's got the handles on the side. The point is to have the handles on the side, so we can carry a coffin upside down with no lid, and then walk over the top of the chicken, put it down on top of it.
I
Right?
mean,
Yep.
Stone Shape is also a 3rd level spell.
Yep.
So I don't
Oh,
get
you can
too
cast
many
it
of them.
multiple times. Yeah, good point. Well, you get a
Yeah,
few
but-
of them.
But
You've
you
got
don't-
fourth levels as well that you could do.
2 as well. No, I've only got one 4th level spell, I know, I think.
No.
but the stone shape stays.
Oh no, sorry, I've got Dispel Magic and Cure Series. You're right, I have 2.
But the stone stays shaped, so we can cast it. We can make all your boxes and coffins, and then rest, and then go and do it again if you want.
That's true. What you could do is you could cast it 3 times. We could make a whole series of deadfall traps. Go set them up sneakily under like an illusion, under silence from the cleric. Then walk away, make some more stuff, and come back the next day, and hopefully it's just like triggered a trap and fallen into it. And if not, I don't know, we go with another strategy.
Yeah.
One way or another, this
we
chicken
just
will fall.
Yeah, or we just make like the upside down coffin. We try to trick the chicken into a thing with the phantasmal force, and if that doesn't work, we rush in and drop well, don't drop it, but lower lower the coffin on top of it.
Sounds like a plan.
Do we have anything that we can cover a box with? So do we have like a sheet of metal that we could cover as a lid?
Well, the other question
It's got
is:
a shield.
is there any chance of the cockatrice being able to pass through stone?
Oh,
I
Did they
mean,
come out of
If
the
it is,
floor?
I'm running the rack away.
I mean, realistically, we didn't see it where it came from. Did it come out of the stone?
I think
I
it was
don't-
just camouflaged.
Yeah, it was definitely camouflage because it looks like it's made out of stone. I don't know if it can pass through stone. You know, that's actually a really good question because we don't know what powers it has.
Well, it's a creature of stone, don't forget, so...
I've heard. I think I may have heard of creatures who can go through burrow or pass through stone, but I've never encountered one.
Dependingly, I also have access to pyrotechnics, so we could try depriving it of oxygen. There, Grail, I didn't say choking. It out from the cave with a thick smoke.
Oh, pyrotechnics makes a thick smoke.
It can do.
Oh,
That might be
Yeah,
a good way to
Again,
get the
it's
trap.
a 3rd level, but you can turn a fire into a burst of blinding fireworks or a thick cloud of choking smoke, depending on the wisher. The choking smoke obscures anything within 20-foot distant, lasts for 1 round per caster. The smoke fills an area equal to 100 times the size of the fire source. So we'd have to somehow fan it in or
so
light it
we'd have
inside.
to make a pretty big fire and then.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
I also do know Wall of Vapor, which sounds similar.
what's Wall of Vapor do?
Bringing up my document now. So creates an opaque fog-like vapor in a 20-foot cube area per caster level. All beings caught within the vapor cannot see beyond 2 feet. Strong winds of natural magical origin can dissipate the wall of vapor before its duration expires. So I'm a level 4 illusionist. So is that saying that's an 80-foot cube?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It
I
was 10
think
per level, yes.
I don't know if that'll help us though, because it'll still be able to see us, and then we won't be able to see it. Because I mean, it won't be able to see us either unless it gets within 2 feet of us, and
Yeah.
that's probably going to cause us more problems than it.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it won't.
Also, remember Grail's quite tempted to now make it a druid or a cleric after I suggested, because that would be pretty funny.
I don't do things like that.
Then
Makes
stop
sense.
sending me the messages saying I'm ruining your fun.
That was to you? Ah, sorry.
That message is always to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could hypnotize the beast.
Can you?
1d6 creatures in range, so it's a creature, as far as I can, my understanding.
And
I
what's
request-
hypnotizing it do?
It's vulnerable to suggestions, so I could suggest it to walk into a box.
That'd be
Can't
pretty
fly
cool.
to a chicken.
Maybe
can you?
maybe there's something tasty over there.
The way suggestions, enough of you have enough knowledge with magic to understand the way suggestions work is you have to be able to suggest something to it, which means communication.
Okay. Yeah. So you'd have to have speak with animals. And
Which I
they-
have.
Oh,
Yeah, but hypnotize makes it you can suggest to it, not it's suggestible. What's the exact wording?
to be mentally vulnerable to suggestion.
To anybody's, not just yours.
It doesn't.
The caster has to be able to speak with the animals.
Yeah, so I think it only makes it vulnerable to your suggestions.
Right.
What's the ruling there, Grail? Which one is it? I don't know. I can't see the spell.
Hypnotism. The caster's gestures and droning incantation fascinate nearby creatures, causing 1d6 creatures in range to be mentally vulnerable to suggestion, exactly as the magic user spell of that name. A successful saving throw versus spells may negate the effect. It is based upon the person casting it. The person casting it is effectively able to utilize the magic user spell suggestion because they are
Yep.
the ones that have hypnotized it.
Cool.
Right.
Dang it. And you can't talk to a chicken.
Not yet.
What a bummer.
I
Okay.
mean, if he gets high enough, he probably believes he can talk to
Is,
the
it,
chicken.
is anybody in the party a hunter?
Anyone can talk to the chicken. It's whether the chicken understands.
Does anybody have hunter as a background?
No.
Not in this party.
Trapper. Hunter or trapper?
Nope.
Well,
I'm trying to remember what my background is. That's how much I'm role playing. I've forgotten even that.
should have it written down. Probably languages and abilities.
Yeah, did you
I
write it
mean,
on
I
your
mean,
no, I didn't write it down.
only Tim has combat engineering.
Hey, that's pretty good. You could build a
might be able
bridge
to-
that collapses underneath it.
I was going to say I might be able to jury-rig some sort of
I
thing.
built a tank trap for this chicken. I mean combat engineering sounds pretty good. Traps sound like something that a combat engineer knows a lot about. I don't know if they know about animal traps, but
But
You-
whilst you don't know about animal traps, you still know enough to make something better than a nobody.
yeah, you still know how to drop shit on things.
I'm
That's
a
pretty
dwarf.
good.
That's what we do.
That's a pretty good trap.
I-
Okay,
I'm going to chuck out there too. I also have tree shape, so I can sneak up on the cockatrice if we think it's animal level intellect. And I have access to stumble. The caster of the spell may enchant a 10-foot or shorter length of organic material, such as hemp, rope, staff, stick. When a creature or creatures walk over the object, it suddenly rises to trip them. If a victim fails to save its saving throw versus spells, it falls to the ground. Any creatures passing over and already aware of its magical behavior get a bonus. Otherwise, 20%. Creatures trip suffer no damage and may get up next round. So that provides us another opportunity to try and trap it.
yeah, I'm just
Mhm.
talking about like your basic deadfall trap, except with like a coffin, like a stone coffin.
Yeah.
I'll
Like
try
that-
to work something out. I'm sure that with my level of cleverness, I can prop a box out with this entire rope to it.
Okay. Basically, Anyway, I don't need to explain how a deadfall trap works. Blah blah blah. Thingamajig.
No, that is not a character.
Well, do we want to give that a go? That seems pretty safe. If we've got a person with silence on them, everybody will be silent. So we sort of, go in there, set up one of these traps, then use a phantasmal force illusion to like get the chicken to chase into the deadfall trap. You can also like have a rope to a deadfall trap so that you can manually pull it
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
and see if we can catch it like that. And if not, maybe we rethink. But also, we should probably make two
Indeed, right.
coffins. One that has
Thank you. While silenced, I cannot stone shape.
I know it would be. We would have used stone shape outside of. We'd do it at camp, or we'd do it just outside in the ruins sort of area. Because we can carry the boxes, right?
I mean, I guess, theoretically.
I mean, stone box isn't going to be that heavy.
The cockatrice has got plenty of stone box for you.
I appreciated that.
Look, there's a stone halfling in there that would love to get turned into a box so that he can get revenge on that chicken, and as a added bonus that'll allow us to get that armor and weapon off him. What can I say? It's a twofer. Anyway, I think you should learn as much stone shape as you can, and I think Canto should probably learn one silence, as many phantasmal forces and color sprays as you can. 2 of each.
I can learn 2 stone shape.
Oh, you can do it as your 4th level as well if you want.
True.
Silence. That's level 1 or wait, where is
Does anybody want to make any changes to that plan?
I mean, it would be so much easier if I had just dispelled the stone-shaped effect. What a pity it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, someone else tried that in last session.
No.
Yeah, I'm happy with that approach. At least that minimizes the risk to us.
Better than my non-existent plan.
Do people think this will work?
No.
Can someone collect worms?
We can.
I can collect worms. Whatever. Actually, you know what? Maze is a druid. He's going to collect some worms. And then he's going to fashion some rope into fake worms. Totally works on fish. Absolutely works on chicken. Just saying.
I mean, fish are probably smarter than chickens.
Yeah, about the same. They're pretty dumb, both of them.
It depends on the fish.
Yeah, it does depend on the fish. Good point. Still, they do go for rope. And I happen to be very good with rope, so that's what I'm going to spend the afternoon doing. Woo!
Okay.
Alright. Else it doesn't seem particularly isn't going to be doing much, so he's going to I don't know, chill out, keep a watch.
Is anybody a metalsmith or an armor smith or a?
I'm a blacksmith.
You're a blacksmith?
Yeah, baby.
Oh my.
Have you got a spare shield or anything?
I have a buckler.
Does anybody have a spare shield?
Well,
Do we have any spare metal?
spare metal. That's a good question.
I mean, Tim's got some iron spikes.
But do you have 48 of them?
8 of them, no.
How many
I
iron
have-
spikes do you have?
6.
6. I have 2 encumbrance of large caltrops. Do you think you could forge those, like, just into a lid for a coffin?
Well, I don't have a forge or any
You
equipment.
just do it. You know, you can do it with rocks in a. It's just low temp forging. You can cold forge shitty iron. I don't think these caltrops are made of like hardened steel. They're probably like.
Question for Grail.
Yes.
To my knowledge, there does not exist a spell Charm Birds because they don't want you to be a Disney princess. Would Charm Person or Mammal?
Nope.
Correct.
What you would be after would be the spell Charm Monster.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless it's what? So, what were you trying to charm? Are you thinking of charming the cockatrice or charming the local fauna?
Oh no, it was stretching it for the cockatrice.
Charm monster. It exists.
Right.
It is harder to charm a monster, so it's a higher level spell.
I should be unsurprised.
Charm monster is a 4th level magic user spell. It might exist in other spell lists, but that is where it predominantly lives.
Okay.
In fact, just doing a very quick charm person or mammal is yours as a druid, and I do
Yep.
not see a charm monster because monsters tend not to be natural.
Indeed.
Could someone heal Pop?
I mean, I have some healing spells before I go and
Rest.
rest, which I would be very happy to heal Pop with.
Thank you.
I've also got some cure light wounds, but
He's only down 3 HP. I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Sure,
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
Senpai's got this.
Indeed, I do. I mean, he was gonna get one of the cure serious, but
He's just been scratched by a chicken. All right. So would you be willing to? Does anybody have a hammer? Do we have like a war hammer or a hammer?
Yes.
Yes. Do you think?
I've a-
Do you think our new friend here could borrow it to maybe beat some of these caltrops into like a lid?
Okay, sure. I mean, I presume, assuming you don't have blacksmith, I guess you probably don't have blacksmith tools with you, so sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Does someone wish to edit the party watch as well, since 2 of the people who are on the watch for the second party, or 2 of the creatures, are no longer available? And a new person has arrived, but after they've been banging metal and rock for a while, they might not feel like it. They've also been travelling
Yeah.
most of the day.
I could lay on hands one of your foxes.
That's okay.
Before I
He's
sleep.
healed now. Well, after Ro rolls d6 plus
I
1, he's auto healed. So
Oh,
that's fine.
okay.
yeah.
I took Oberon off the list. Val, do you want to update your character's name? Are you okay with third watch for your new character?
Sure.
That'll have 2 paladins and a squire on the watch.
That is a strong watch. Third watch is strong watch.
Super lawful.
You know what? If first watch is a terrible, oh no, wait, we've got 3 people. You know what? It's okay. I think all our watches are pretty good.
The middle watch is the dwarf watch, the last watch is the
I know.
paladin watch, and the first watch is the druid watch.
I know. This is great. It's like
we already have our clicks already.
yeah, it's hippie watch, stonekin watch, and then pious watch. Purity watch. Okay. So let's rest up.
Yep.
I guess.
Cool. So if you cast that spell, it doesn't matter because the minimum is 2, and overnight it will get an additional hit point back from resting. Alright. In the morning, we need to do something before we do anything else. If I go here and not what?
Not really step back, think about this, and ask what we're doing with our lives.
It's not there. I'm just putting it on there for a moment. So don't get your hopes up yet. Let me go to... Alright. can you please, Aaron, select your mountain lion and make another save versus petrification, please?
Oh no. That 20!
Wow.
So, for some reason, you didn't open your character sheet, so it didn't have any of the variables, but that 20 will succeed. All right, you guys are preparing your spells.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And whilst you're doing that, if I go to Oberon walks into the camp looking a bit sheepish.
It's a motherfucking shapeshifter!
You
What?
know that it is Oberon.
Oh! Is that because Snap, Crackle, and Pop run up and start playing with Oberon?
Yes, and you also have a connection with him.
Nice! Returned Oberon! I run over and give him a hug.
Mhm.
Who's my big champion? Where is Val?
Well, Oberon can move quicker than Val, but you know,
We need to prepare these spells and get moving back towards the cave. Val might be looking for us.
I will
I
update this.
know.
Well,
I
how
don't
about
understand how Oberon's come out of stone. Nothing else is like those statues were old, weren't they?
Some of them were.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. We need to get back there.
Yep. Okay. Well, how about the people who aren't preparing spells? Like, so you know, the dwarves can go ahead on in and check it out.
No. Just as keen as we are to get in there, if Oberon's all the way back here, she's either halfway, she's either made it out or she hasn't. You know,
All right.
we should
Well,
we should go together.
Okay. I'll just keep an eye out over here.
Alright, so you can prepare the spells as you so chose, or choose otherwise. I mean, role-playing plans, they never get stuck. They never stick, do they?
They don't. It's true.
Also, Brel does not have Bless on him at the moment.
Oh yeah, I'll take care of that.
Nor does Olra or Tiny Tim or Maze.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still there, Henry?
will be back in a couple of minutes. Sorry, my computer does not wish to work much. I'll restart and be back.
None of the pictures are showing up on my icons.
I will remove it for Olra then.
I've done it, haven't I?
No, you removed it for Tiny, but not for Olra.
It's okay.
So I've removed it now. It's all
It's
good.
the connections that has been interrupted.
I think your internet is what's causing you problems.
Hmm.
Discord is sounding like you are suffering serious degradation.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
You are yeah. You're falling into a Hawking's hole.
Alright, so Brel, you are there. Jingles is up behind you. The rest of you, or actually Jingles was preparing spells this morning, so probably not there. Back at the camp. Takes about an hour to prepare your spells.
Oh, okay.
You have to meditate and pray for your clerical spells, and you have to read and study for your illusionist spells. You will be extra busy.
Yes.
Alright. Brel, you're standing there. Nothing happens. Nothing comes out.
I'm well. I'm wondering how Oberon survived
He's
and
sneaky AF.
yeah, and Val didn't, but I'm gonna keep watching, so I don't want to get caught.
So how did?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Maybe
He
because
was playing stone.
maybe it's because he's not like a human.
Perhaps.
Anyway, Senpai, can you we need to shuffle up so you can turn some stone into multiple handled sarcophagi.
He was AFK for a bit.
I know, but then we're gonna have to chisel them apart. Although we can probably just smash the sprues.
Mm-hmm. Most likely. Whilst you can't have very fine, the sprues won't be able to be very fine due to fine detail not being possible. It's kind of clumsy. Still be able to make it easy enough to break.
Well, we got iron spikes and a hammer, so we can always just chip away at the little sprue things.
Yep, so he can make up to 9 feet cubed.
Yeah, so I figure that's like
pretty big.
that's huge. That's so much stone, it's insane. You could make. I mean, if we're looking at like, yeah, 3 foot by 1.5 foot sort of sarcophagi each.
Yep, so the chicken or the cockatrice was about the size of a house cat.
Yeah. Maybe we could make them by. We could just make them 3 foot by 3 foot, and then that would let us make some insane number of them.
How
Maybe
how
9 by
thick
9.
walls are we doing?
Not very thick. Like an inch of stone. A chicken's never pecking through an inch of stone, right? I mean, it's not doing it in a day, is it?
I'd be concerned.
Val, how'd you go? Oh, sorry. What's your new character's name? Val?
Bess?
Vess, how'd you go with making a lid? Like making a sheet out of these caltrops?
How did I go?
They're serviceable, they're not great. But
So it's a shitty sheet of metal. That's fine.
I did my best.
I'm removing my caltrops. They're gone. Oh, I already did it. Nice. Good job, man. Alright.
you won't have a lot of lids, you'll have probably... I'll let you have 2.
I'm thinking 1 is fine. One good one would be good.
Okay, then you can have 1 decent one.
Yeah, 1 3 foot by 3 foot nice lid, I guess, would be sweet. Because that way, it's for the one that we drop on top of it, then we can slide the lid over. Slide the lid underneath. We can have lots of boxes that we can drop on it as needed. Now, the other thing that I'm thinking is, guys, we don't really need to armor up. Like, the chicken can't really hurt us. So maybe we should just go in nimble, and able to, like, lift up the boxes really easy, and yeah, also run away. So I don't think there's like a lot of point in coming in like a lot of armor.
Well, I kind of wear light armor anyway. I can just leave my shield and pack outside.
Yeah. I just mean, have some. If you've got plenty of spare encumbrance, not a problem. But how much does when we get sort of here and shape a bunch of these boxes? I don't know, 3 foot by 3 foot by like 1.5 foot stone boxes. How heavy are those with handles on the side?
You're asking how much encumbrance rating they will apply.
Yeah, I mean, they'd obviously have to be carried by multiple people. But if we were splitting the encumbrance by like 2 people, like 1 on each side holding a handle, how much encumbrance would that be?
2.
Plus a hand.
2.
Okay, so 2 encumbrance. You got to have 2 encumbrance free and a hand, and then 2 of you work together with like the box. And we should probably practice trapping like snap, crackle, and pop for a couple of hours.
They're gonna love that.
They will love that. That's a fun game right there.
Rail, can I suggest the title for the episode?
And what's that going to be?
Well, we are all aware of the Australian phrase regarding not being here to have a dalliance with arachnids. Um, how about for this? Well, I'm not here to box stone chickens.
Yeah, that's legit.
But you are here to box stone
But that
chickens.
is exactly what
That was the point.
Yeah.
Not here to have a dalliance with arachnids. How posh are you?
But we should probably be in teams.
Private
So I
school,
guess
buddy.
people of like the same height in teams, so we can have the 2 stonekin together, the 2 paladins together, and the 2 druids together. With a
Does
box.
You'll
Jesse-
go with the rest of the Stonekin.
So you'll want to make these boxes 3 feet by 3 feet,
Mm-hmm.
1 inch thick.
And 1.5 feet deep.
One-
Why do you think 1 inch is not thick enough?
Oh, I just think 1 inch thick makes them 281 kilos, but
Does it?
yeah, stone's heavy, man. Anyway, I didn't say that because Julian's already said we can carry these things.
281 kilos. Well, then we'd have to have more people on each box. We'd have to have like an extra 2 people. It'd still be really fucking heavy. Although I can carry 60 kilos in one hand.
So why do we need to
Optimal.
take the stone chicken with us? If we're concerned about what it might do, couldn't
don't
we
know.
just put a giant stone fitted across the entryway to lock the flavor in?
Well, we want to go in there because that's where the loot is.
Dude.
Yeah, I already said I'm not sure any jar of marmalade is worth this.
Well, clearly you're not Paddington.
I mean, that is a pretty good character concept, but yeah, I'm not.
Oh, the cat escaped, did they?
Which one?
Was Oberon?
Yeah.
Yes, Oberon escaped. Were you
Hmm.
not here for that?
No, no.
Oberon came back.
I just didn't see him turn up to the actual party. He was still running through the. Don't worry, I was in Excel calculating how heavy this stone box is going to be.
Fair.
How about I am here to calculate how heavy a stone box is going to be?
Wow, my character and me have the same skill set.
That's roleplay. Unless one of them's faking it.
Tiny Tim's sitting there with his abacus going tick, 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 tick.
Nice.
This box is going to be 400 pounds.
You reckon it's going to be 400 pounds?
Well, I don't know how many pounds is 281
Or-
kilos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was working on the
that's-
density of.
It's over 500. Okay, sure.
I mean,
Over 500 pounds if it was 280 kilos.
That is-
280 kilos, and we're talking about.
that depends on what kind of stone.
Well, I was going with granite, so
Okay.
if we could go with a lighter stone.
Granite's a good stone. That's a really strong stone. That's a good stone.
It is also a very heavy stone.
Heavy stone.
Yeah,
Yes.
obviously. But okay, so it's 9 plus
I
12.
just realized why you want to
21.
do all of this, Aaron.
21 inches.
Yeah, he wants to
Basically, what's
release
in the box.
He wants to release the cocken.
Yeah, no, it's all a callback to this. He just wants to do that in the valley.
That's 12. So that's 1 foot by 1 foot by 21 inches of stone is 280 kilograms.
Rough.
That'd have to be a very
Bullshit.
strong
That's
cockatrice.
bullshit. There's no way that that's true. Where are you getting that number from? I'm sorry. I know this is irrelevant, but I swear I have picked up a block of granite that's over a foot squared.
Over a foot
Am I
square.
just completely wrong? Am I insane? I can't lift
I want you to
280
think back.
kilos, but I
But I
do
want you to
feel
think
like
back.
I do feel like I've picked up a block of granite that's more than a foot squared.
No, do you
Yeah,
remember
but
that
how thick was
train
it?
accident? That
What do you mean
were in?
how thick it was? It's a foot. Sorry, a foot cubed. A
You have
cubic
not
foot
picked
of
up.
stone.
You haven't picked up a cubic foot of granite.
That-
Cubic foot of granite. Really? Are
Yeah,
you sure?
remember the train accident you were in? The one where other people were hurt, but you walked away.
I have run through fire a
I
number
was
of times.
I was pretty
Yep,
sure at least one of
I
you
can
was gonna
vouch for that.
appreciate that.
1 cubic foot of granite cubed, sorry, is 175 pounds. Okay, which I can lift. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I felt like I'd done that. I did geology. I picked up fucking granite. But yes, okay, this is aside, but yeah, your numbers are it's too much. That's too heavy. That box does not weigh that much.
All right.
Man, we need to ask some questions on Quora. Is RG still a thing?
Just god damn. Okay.
Take the deep cut.
But you've got.
Give yourself a major blessing for that.
Okay. Would you be more accepting of 2 foot by 2 foot stone boxes? Like, I just.
Yeah, that would probably work better.
Okay, fine. 2 people on 2 foot by 2 foot square boxes with 1.5 foot depth. We make a bunch of those. 3 of them is what we need, and then we have a bunch more that we can set up as deadfall traps. That sound good?
2 foot
I've
by
got
2
my
foot.
worms.
That's much better.
By
Sure.
the way, because I wasn't here, this is what I've been picturing the cockatrice as the whole time.
I mean, a really filthy version of that.
Yeah, it's that, but stone
Let me have my rock. Hey.
and very angry for some reason. Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
fairness, we
actually
probably-
wondering if there is a nest in that room or something. I don't know.
No, if this is things get interesting.
Sorry,
Okay.
you said stone, so you mean this?
Yes. If
Hey was the best character.
yeah, it was great. If we run into any trouble, do we want to just drop smoke and run out?
Yeah.
I have smoke, so I can do that. Since you guys are doing other stuff.
Is that? I presume that's a spell and not
Yes, it is.
an item. Okay.
I have obscuring mist I can use to help us get out of there. Okay, so we're going to retreat originally. If there's a problem, we're just trying to get in there under silence and set up a bunch of deadfalls. The person who's in charge of setting up deadfalls will, of course, be Tiny Tim. And we'll just sort of follow instructions, move boxes around for him. And by instructions, I mean, he can point us where to go. And that's about it. Upside, we can make a whole bunch more deadfall traps. Yeah. Okay, so we make a bunch of boxes. Let's get in there.
Yep.
Now they're not heavy, I guess it's fine. I'm just going to leave my shield out here so that I have a free hand to carry stuff.
All right. No one is taking a backpack or a satchel inside, are they?
No.
If you are, please put the token marker on your token.
No, I'll leave my backpack out here.
Cool.
Yeah. Can we leave this person
Treva,
and animals?
Treva, Alyssa, and George, the guard.
Yep.
Sure.
And do you want to leave your pigs and owls out here as well to protect all our gear? Senpai?
Yes, I'll be leaving all that stuff.
Cool, because they can't help us carry boxes. And then let's carry some boxes in and set up some traps.
Well, move yourselves down to where Brell is to begin the arduous journey, the dangerous journey.
And if there's a problem, I'll drop smoke. I'll move away from whoever has silence on them, which is going to be Jangles, cast smoke, and then we run away.
Mhm.
You guys can try dropping a box on it, I guess, if, you know, it takes a little bit of time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a large sack along, just as a things really go pear shaped.
Okay.
You're going to try sacking the chicken and getting it to petrify the sack around it.
Well,
mean,
put it
that'd
in
be
a sack and then
hilarious.
put it inside a box would also work.
Yeah, I mean, if we can't, I mean, the whole idea of the color sprays is trying to put it to sleep. So this is the mundane version of that.
Cool. You can put silence on a rock, can't you?
So that's
Jangles?
what you're after?
You can silence a rock.
Cool. If you have a silence on a rock, Jangles, if there's a problem, can you just throw the rock far into the
Okay.
cavern so that we can start casting spells? That's all.
Okay.
The
Okay.
box
Cool.
sacked chicken is the displanned version of the Turducken, obviously.
How about you cast it on one of the sling bullets that
Maze has.
Tiny Tim has, and then he can
Oh,
throw
okay.
it.
Cool. Yep.
Okay.
That means that you guys don't have to do something before casting a spell.
Sounds good.
You want me to do that like right now to get it ready, or
I
like,
mean-
maybe?
No. We have to do the stone shapes first and chisel out these boxes. I
Well,
guess.
I'm assuming
Or
you
we
already have the boxes.
Okay,
Jingles,
cool.
Jingles could cast silence on one of his crossbow bolts if he wanted.
That's
Yeah,
very
but-
true.
But then Jingles would have to shoot the crossbow.
The idea is just to save Jingles an action by giving it to.
Sure.
Yeah. Because Tiny Tim's not going to be casting spells.
I like that plan. Give
He's
that
gonna
rock
be
to Tiny
cast-
Tim.
Okay.
He's going to be casting Run the Hell Away.
All right. Let's
So
group
that's
up.
my-
Everybody's got to stay together for silence to work. So everybody stay together. Does anybody have anything to say before silence gets cast?
I regret that I have but one chicken joke to give. Yep, no, I'm good.
Let's do it.
So what spell is it you're casting? Is it silence 15-foot radius?
Yes, that's the one.
Upon casting of this spell, complete silence prevails in a diameter of 30 feet. All sound is stopped and conversation is impossible. No noise whatsoever issues from the area, but noise originating from outside the silenced area can be heard by those within it. The spell can be cast on a point in space, but the effect is stationary unless cast on a mobile object. The spell can be centered on a creature, and the effect then radiates from the creature and moves as it moves. An unwilling creature can attempt a saving throw for spells, blah, 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 blah. There you go. It will last for 2 hours.
Does the pet rock get the saving throw then?
Because it is willing.
Because we haven't invented those googly eyes yet. That's why.
So is
Such a good movie.
so you have it on Tiny Tim?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all going to move together as one unit.
So shall
Yeah.
I give myself the deaf icon then?
It's time for a sick party token.
There you go. There is the illumination.
Thanks.
Nice.
Hang on, it's illumination.
Yeah, it's that big. That's the
It's not-
silence.
Okay.
Illumination being the word for a picture, an oldie-timey wordy.
The two paladins need
Yeah.
to be next to each other so
How
they can
posh are
carry a
you?
box.
So
Oh,
that's the
right.
silence. The silence radius or the illumination radius?
It is the illumination of the silence. Again, illumination being an old-timey word for a picture.
I
No,
love Disturbed's illumination of the silence.
So it's the vision of silence.
Fucking hell. Where's a rock? Where's a brick wall I can bang my head against? Yes.
I believe you've already found it.
It is the visual representation of the aura of the silence spell.
Um,
What? even Peterson.
I don't suppose we could just leave ourselves
They're
set
all
up like
dead,
this and
Dave.
use the party
Yes,
token until
Jen
we
Peterson,
bust the
all
butt.
dead, Dave. Yes, Shelby's dead.
And Hollis?
And Hollis. They're all dead, Dave. They're all dead, Dave.
Oh, Kachansky.
Everybody is dead, Dave.
Are you moving as a group?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. We will get you to roll initiative as well, just to get it on the order,
Just in case something happens.
just in case something
Wow.
happens. It
What
will-
are the odds? Look, we could this could all pay off, okay? We did a lot of planning.
It could, but it won't.
It could. You don't know. You don't know.
High risk, high reward.
Depends if we're looking for fancy
Why is it not working for Vess?
fancy statues or not.
Why Vess did that not work for you?
I mean,
I know.
if you consider paying off as having a whole bunch of lifelike statues,
I will copy the macro from Val.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm more
that's
worried
not-
that we
That's not the macro, that's
Oh,
why.
never mind.
I'm more worried that we get back in there and the cockatrice is being killed by a manticore and we're supposed to fight a manticore and we come in with a bunch of stone blocks.
That'll be unfortunate.
well, Tim will be fine because he hasn't left all his armor behind and isn't walking around naked. So
Yeah, nobody did that. It's fine. We just left our shields and packs behind, which is still bad, but it's not like the end of the world.
I
well,
was trying to not make memes tonight, Grail.
Tim left his pack. He's still taking his shield. Oh,
There we go.
it's just not equipped.
Everyone has rolled.
I think so.
Hang on, who's Greg?
Greg the Wild was that was what his name was originally, but the token's name is still Greg the Wild because he changed his name after. Originally, Aaron's character was Greg. So when I created the token, created the character sheet, and said this token represents this character, it was Greg the Wild. When you change your name, the token's name does not change. Unless you manually do it, which I have done.
Right.
And I will have to fix that up on the character sheet for... I may as well just quickly do it now. Open character sheet, edit, and use selected token. There we go. So now when it grabs out a new, it'll have the correct name. Alright, feel free to group up and move as a conga line.
Hut, 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 hut.
You won't need to be moving in initiative order just yet, but just in case it happens.
I also wish that gif of Cheryl could be the title for the episode.
Just the tip?
No, her going. Bok,
Yeah,
bok.
no, I know, but just the
Yeah.
tip of the bok bok of the,
Yep.
of the.
Right, we're heading to the cave.
Past the orcs, or past the human first, then past an orc. Maze has been left behind. He
Yep.
catches up.
I was going to tell
Strategically.
him to catch up, but you know.
Strategically staying behind.
Did we bring a light source in here?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Because I've just got my 5-foot
Yep,
light source.
you are now in pitch black for those people who do not have dark vision.
That's okay. I'm just holding on to Jangles.
Can Jangles see?
Yes,
I can.
Jingles, not Jangles. Jingles is a no, he has dark vision.
That's my cousin.
Two people can see.
The way is clear up to how many feet is that? 5, 10.
I mean, you can't say anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, true. It's silence.
yep, Vess is about to run smack bang into the backside of an orc. And probably will actually, knocking the orc over, which will clatter silently to the ground. Beautiful.
Ooh.
Do we want a light source? I mime to the rest of them.
Which they
I
The
can't
ones
see.
who
in
can't
the
see
dark.
can't say anything.
Yeah.
You can see Maze like has one hand like holding a box, the other hand like holding onto Jingles.
It
Yep.
is obvious to Jingles and Tiny Tim and Brell, because there's the three that can see in the dark, that Granum, Maze, Vess, and Olra are really struggling to move through here.
hmm
The ground is not even. The path is not straight. There are obstacles in the way. You are holding very ungainly and awkward items and devices as you move through. They are stumbling and staggering. It's probably taking you.
All right.
It's probably taking you a couple minutes to get this far.
Okay, I sort of. Oh, I try and motion to stop, and then I realize it's pitch dark, so they can't see anything.
The people
Awesome.
who can't see are relying upon the three of you who can to move. So if you stop,
Let-
We
Everyone
How
else
about-
stops.
Okay, maybe we should just get a torch. This is kind of ridiculous.
I think a torch would be a great idea. Let's.
You
Okay,
can't
let's lead it
communicate
back
that.
out to the
You
light.
have to make the decision on your own. If you want to light a torch, you
quiet.
have to light a torch.
that's it. Yep,
Alright.
that's it.
I'm going to turn to the other two, the dwarf and the thing, indicate
The
that
thing.
I'm going to
He's a
Hmm?
the thing. He's a
the gnome and the dwarf.
Is it too late
Roll
to
and
request
jangles.
some music?
Tiny Tim
Right.
just did a racist.
I'll indicate that that the others can't see and that we should get a torch by like holding my hand up as though I'm holding a stick. Just any
Yeah,
response from 'em.
Sure.
Jingle
Alright.
gives the thumbs up and starts pulling the nearby people.
This is where we needed to actually have webcams for everyone set up, and then I would mute all your cameras, mute all your mics, and make you have to
Mime them.
mime it.
You'd have to make at least one of the party wear pants first, and he ain't gonna do that.
I just won't put
Uh.
a webcam in my house.
That's what I said.
Work tried to demand it. No.
So who is lighting a torch?
Do you want HR complaints? Because that's how you get HR complaints.
Yeah, we will go. We will, by some method, we will either go.
Who
uh,
is lighting a torch?
I don't have a torch on me because I left it in my pack. Does
Pretty
anyone have a-
sure we've all left them in their pack.
Let's just. Okay, we're gonna herd everyone back outside to the light. Back outside with them.
No, that's just one of us who can see goes out and gets it.
All right,
I'm
I'll
going to just point at who's at the back.
go.
Brel.
Yep, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna run out and go get I'm gonna get 2 torches
Yep.
Sure.
and I'm gonna get 2 torches, flint and steel, because it'll fit in my belt pouch. And come back.
Okay.
Come back
mean-
to here. Light a torch. And come back here.
So you have a torch on you,
Yep.
He has
this-
2
I'm gonna
torches.
but only you have the torch on you. All right. So I will
Yes.
put bright light on you then. And so like that as well.
Is there a torch icon? So I think there's. There we go.
All right. So now people can see.
How does the silence spell work? No sound can come into the spell, or is it only
No
you can't
sound comes in.
Sound can
Yeah,
come in, but it can't go out.
come out? Yep. Okay.
You have the cone of silence upon you.
Yep.
That actually works.
It's awesome.
Okay, but now everyone can see.
Yep.
Cool. Continue on. Past the orc with his bow. It dips here particularly. There's a bit of a, like, it starts going down. The ground's quite uneven here without the light source. There probably would have been more than one person stumbling and falling.
Mother Dalliancer
Mm-hmm.
is what we would have said.
Mm-hmm. Past the halfling. If you get up on the edge there, it's so if you are not on the path and you're up here on the edges are difficult terrain.
I'm aware of
Oh.
that. I'm just trying to move 2 tokens at the same time,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not easy.
I'm just reminding people, that's all.
I would be in the middle of the path if I could move my
Hang on,
tokens.
why
easily.
isn't Oz going first?
I don't know. Aren't I telling you? Where are we setting these traps up? I'm like, point at
You're
the
the
box.
combat
And
engineer.
I'll point at the box and. Okay, well.
We got heaps of them.
Heaps
We're
of them?
only carrying 3 at the moment, but you can set up 3. We can walk back outside and get 3. There's like a bunch back at base, so like
You can't really speak, remember?
I know, but I'm just saying that they are there. Like he would have.
Yeah, I
seen
would have seen them.
Mm-hmm.
But we have 3 of them, so.
Okay, so I'm going to point. I'm going to point in that general direction. And then hold up my
Okay.
hand. Like, and then. I don't know.
Mace
Hold up.
starts moving towards there with Senpai. Let's go. I start pulling you along via the box.
That's a better version.
And try to like hold the box, like, you know.
Yeah, well, I'll move up here and start setting the box up, and we'll set one of the traps up. How big are they? There, 2 foot by
2
2
foot
foot.
by 2 foot.
Right, let's
So I'll
find
set
something for you.
one up like in that general square.
And I will set up the I'll set up the fake worms on the trigger,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll probably drop some real worms underneath it as well.
Okay.
We'll set the second one up here.
Like dead worms, not living worms.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they eat worms and not stone? Anyway, let's not go there.
He is making an assumption.
I'm guessing. I think.
So are we happy with that? We'll set one up there, one up there.
Sure.
I'm giving you a thumbs up.
Yep. Likewise.
And maybe one there.
That's where you're putting them?
Sure.
Cool.
What could go wrong?
If we as those are set up, Maze is going to walk back over to this halfling statue
Mm-hmm.
and
And
point at it, and then point like at his arms, and then be like at the sword. I was doing like a shaking gesture. Nobody can see what I'm doing. Shaking gesture at the sword.
Oh, okay.
Tiny Tim would pull his hammer out, but he left it back at camp.
Oh, okay.
I was just I'm just gonna try.
Prying it out of his hand.
Yeah. I'll shove myself in there.
He's wearing leather armor too, isn't he?
The halfling,
Yeah.
if upon closer inspection, is all stone. The crossbow on his back is stone. The quiver of arrows or bolts is stone. Everything about him is stone, except he is wearing a real leather jerkin and has a small sword. Well, a small sword in his hand.
So we want the sword and we want the jacket.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't see how we're gonna get the jacket without destroying well, killing the person really.
He's stone, mate. He's already dead.
I'm just looking at the sword.
I'll try
Yeah.
pulling out the sword.
It is a small sword, so you know what a small sword looks like. It is basically like a tiny rapier kind of weapon. It has a small basket hilt. His hand is gripped around it. You cannot pull it out.
Maze gestures at like the pommel of your sword and shows like a, I don't know, striking action, I guess. I'm doing like a fist.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing like a hammer blow with my fist.
But
But
I've
after
got a warhammer. I will try and I guess. Yeah, I'll try and free the sword.
How
Sucks to be that guy.
how gentle are you going to be?
Not very, by the sounds. He said he's got a wham
I'm
up.
asking him, how gentle are you going to be?
I'm gonna try to be relatively surgical about it and relatively quiet.
You are in a silent spell.
So you're going to
Okay.
be very successful in the second part.
Okay, good.
Are you just
Yes,
going tap, 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 or are you swinging at it for all your might and very caring about the statue underneath your blow?
I'm gonna go tap tap tap.
Okay, make a. Let's bring this up.
Sorry, Al, you tap that?
Yeah, don't
Repeatedly.
even
So many times.
don't.
He's trying to get into archaeology school. Look at this. Just like chiseling away.
I mean, I'm a jeweler by trade, so just this is
Wait, you're a what? You're a
A-
driller?
He's a
jeweler. Like
uses.
Oh, he's a jeweler. Oh, nice.
yes, so I'm definitely. In fact,
So you're
yes,
actually
good.
really good at like prizing stuff out of rock. Nice. I like this. This is great.
Exactly.
No,
In fact,
he's a jeweler, so he
Putting
has
stuff into. and
lapidary.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, some jewelers procure their own.
I mean, having a look at how is the fingers are intertwined. Would it be easy if better if I used the thieves' tools or the warhammer?
Thieves' tools aren't going to do it much at all.
All right.
Warhammer it is.
Yep.
Okay, you are going to have to break his fingers and his hand basically off. You're going to have to smash it or somehow completely rearrange it because as his grip has turned to stone, it has basically fused.
Mhm.
If you can imagine your hand holding onto a sword, it's not
Oh, yeah.
loose, it's gripped tight, and then suddenly it's turned to stone. It is wedged in there tighter than any piton ever would be. So, can you please, on the handouts and macro links that I have provided, on the second column under stats and skills halfway down, feat of strength, please. Select your
All right.
token, roll a feat of strength, and use a D8.
All right.
Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. You are not. Eventually, you'll break it. You can have as many goes as you want.
All right. I'll just roll for funsies.
Okay.
We haven't rolled enough.
First time.
So you needed 2 to free it. But since sound is not an issue for you now, doesn't matter how long you take.
Well, as long as the spell lasts, yes.
So you can retrieve the small sword from the halfling. His hand is now a ruinous mess on the ground.
You know what?
Nice.
Well, I feel kind of bad, but yeah.
Maze's thumbs up.
Tim takes his
Unlike
mace
that
out.
guy.
Tim takes his mace out and breaks the guy's arms off to get the jacket off.
You're going to have to
Oh my
pummel his
God.
entire body into dust.
I am shaking my head.
Jim
Oh
just
no, I
turns
love
away.
it. I love it. No, Tim is a champion. Maze is just like, oh shit, I didn't even realize you could do that. Nice.
I mean, Tim will, because that was his plan, break his arms off, and he'll just wail at him until his arms are on the ground, and then realise that it has basically fused with the body when the body turned to stone. So you're going to have to pummel him to dust to get it. But you can do so if you want. It'll take
As
a
long
little
as I
time.
don't, as long as I don't damage the jacket.
You're more likely to damage your mace.
Okay, let's not do that plan. I'll bring your hammer back in the next round.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we meander our way out
Sure.
We going out?
and come back with more boxes. Do we need to do the Congo?
We need
Well,
to.
we've got a torch now, so we can even.
No,
just-
I'm just wondering if Grail wants us to actually go in and out.
Oh, right.
Is it okay if we return with boxes?
Can we make the assumption that we went out and back in?
You can. You are still moving slowly, however.
Yep.
And whilst I'm out there, I'm getting my hammer out of my sledgehammer. Well, it's not a sledgehammer, but it's a hammer, not a nice weapon. And bringing that back with me.
Sure. So by the time you go out and make the new set of boxes, the torch will have run out.
All right.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can light a new one, can't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
absolutely you can. It's just you have a finite number, that's all.
Mhm.
So you can do that. You have your hammer. Absolutely not a problem.
Now
made-
I wail on the statue.
Are you doing that before or after you place your boxes?
Well, whilst we're outside,
Well, you're going to
I'll
come back
leave-
in, okay? Is that what you're doing?
Sorry?
So you're coming back in when they're doing the boxes.
No. Whilst we're outside getting the boxes, I'm going to leave the bullet that has
Silence on it.
the silence on it, and then whilst we're getting the boxes, we will discuss a strategy for where we're putting the traps.
I think just a little bit further in.
A bit further in? You want to try
Yeah.
and sneak in a bit further? Okay.
Not far, just past the lizard.
Yep.
And then I think we retreat, see if we can see Val. Okay. Then retreat and give it a day and see if it triggers any of the deadfalls. Like we're gonna have to do this tomorrow, sneak in, see if any of these deadfalls have been triggered. If not, we're gonna have to think of a new strategy, which might be sneak up on the chicken while it's sleeping and drop a box on top of it.
Rightio.
Okay.
Yep. Now we'll come back in and pick up the stone of silence.
Mm-hmm. Okay, move to where you want to put these boxes.
Alrighty.
Come forward, people.
Right.
We'll have to be moving together.
It's very awkward to move past these boxes.
Yeah.
Carrying the boxes. Is Jingles asleep?
I think he might be.
Okay.
Canto.
Alright.
He smoked too much weed.
Roll a d6, someone, for this first box.
Sure.
Someone else roll a d6 for this box. That will be Tiny Tim rolling for that one. And someone roll a d6 for this box. Someone different.
Oh, could be bad.
Nope, this box here gets... you bump it, but it seems to be okay, maybe. It will take time to reset it back up, though.
Yep.
Just to
Alright,
make
That's
sure.
fine.
That's okay,
I will
Kanto.
double check it.
You might want to move back up to the group.
Yep.
Kanto was... Jingles was off in the corner having a smoke. Oh shit, they moved. They passed a big monitor lizard. So this has slowed you down a little bit, having to reset that one, because it did get...
Oh, we might do that on the way
I'll
out.
reset it on the way out.
Okay.
So I'm going to set.
But
We're going to
It's
set.
not there at the moment, I guess. A little line through it. Cool. So I guess we're up there because that's where you're setting up that one.
I'm not going to set that one up there. We're going to have to move it up to here or something, I think.
Okay.
And then we'll set another one up here-ish. How's that?
Sure.
And then the last one up here.
As we make our way back out again.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Maze like points at his eyes and then points at like Tiny Tim and like does like jazz fingers next to his head downwards and points out into the cavern.
Uh,
I
If Tiny
shake.
Tim just looks confused at him, then Maze is like
He shakes his head. He
Okay.
points out there and then puts his hand above his head and waves his finger out and then shakes his head.
Okay. Maze gives a thumbs up. Let's leave.
Let's go.
And starts
Alright.
moving away. Then I guess we reset that one on the way out, or rather
Moving
Tiny
back past this one, roll another d6 for this, please.
That'll be somebody else.
Den hasn't rolled yet, has he?
No, Den hasn't rolled yet, and neither is Canto. So
I can
Canto and
roll.
Den, you can roll for one each because there's two of them we have to go
So that's
past.
fine, and this one gets bumped. So you'll have to
Oh,
reset that
okay.
one. This is taking time. It takes because it takes a little bit of time for you to set each one up.
Yep. Well, Tim's setting this one. That one there he's still working on.
Something says you probably should set the further ones up first, and then set
Yeah,
them
well,
back.
2020,
That's okay.
mate.
No, it's 2023.
And then he moves to here and resets this one.
Yep.
Then he pulls out his hammer
Mm-hmm.
and looks for a little midget.
I think Vess is,
Where is he?
and you're going
Right.
to pummel him
Where's
into dust, are you?
Where's the halfling?
Right next to you.
Ah, there he is. I start pounding on a halfling.
Well, get down here.
Yeah.
Right.
all right.
Look,
Sorry.
if you want to call it Tiny Tim pounds on a halfling, that's your prerogative.
Okay. You start absolutely smashing this
Going
poor,
to town?
unfortunate thing into pile of rock dust.
And the plus side is there's less pointy things on my hammer, so there's less chance of me damaging that nice shiny coat.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep, you can get his leather jerkin. Congratulations. By the time you have done that, though, the silence spell will run out just as you leave the cave, as will the second torch.
Okay, guys. Now that we're on the outside again, shall we? We should move to outside. I think. Probably.
Yes.
As we discuss our new plan, which is to chill. So just to get this right, Tiny Tim, you couldn't see Val from where we were?
Oh, you were talking about Val. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
Chook.
You know, that's what I was saying. Somebody who can see really far, have a look to see if Val's still there.
There was a statue still there.
Was
I'm
Val
not sure if
there?
it was Val.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really have a look. That's okay.
No, I
That's
looked
fine.
up that way, but it
Oh, you did?
was
You couldn't see them.
there was two statues up there, but they were right at the edge of my vision.
What's Pearl doing?
Put all this stuff around.
I thought you wanted to know if I could see the cockatrice, and I'm like, that's why I put my hand over my head as a
No,
comb.
my gesture was like long hair.
I thought you were saying magical,
Oh.
as in something with a gaze attack.
They weren't. I didn't do jazz fingers out of my eyes. I did to the sides of my head, downwards from the side. What the? Okay, that's fine.
He's a
I mean,
dwarf.
Yeah, it was right above him. It was
Why
like I was jazz handing down at him. You son
Why
of
would
a
you do
bitch.
jazz hands for hair and not like just? I don't know.
That was not the actual gesture that I made, but I couldn't really think of a way to describe, without being like combing hair. He does the symbol for long hair. So I was like, yeah, it's Yeah, there's only so much I'm willing to table talk. Anyway, it was good that you were confused. That worked for me. I guess. Oh, I'm not silenced anymore. Sweet. So, is there anything people want to do while we wait to see if these work?
I mean, does anyone have
Put
detect
my
magic?
spells back to normal.
I do not have detect magic.
Was there any other statues with cool loot on them out up that way in there?
That
I
was
can't
it.
remember.
We didn't actually have a look at any of them. I don't think.
Well, the
I want
ones
to
we.
check out. This.
Oh,
wanna
not the
look
ones
around.
outside. No, I
Can-
don't believe anything we saw. Anything else we saw actually had non-petrified weapons.
Well, I'm just going to start checking out the statues around here and look for anything that's not petrified on them.
Okay.
Wasn't there a hammer and axe further in?
There's
Like
an
the
axe.
tried
Got
ones.
the axe.
No. Yeah, we've got the axe. We've now got the
Oh.
small sword, and we've now got the what is it? A leather.
Leather
Leather
jerkin.
Actually, will that fit? Will that fit?
It'll fit Jangles.
Yeah,
Jangles.
who probably can't
Hmm.
wear it. Oh, he might.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
he can. He's a cleric.
Cleric, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
I can
Give that to Jangles and say, "Hey, is this going to fit you?
give it a
Is-
go.
Is it better than what you already have?"
Just
More
just
a
shake
point.
the dust off.
Yeah, pretend it's not petrified gore.
Don't actually have any armor on, so or any.
What are you laughing at, Crow?
That poor half.
Uh, what? So, use his name. Obviously, Dusty.
Oh.
And Vex, mostly the expression on that guy's face as he's running the boxes is, I'm pretty sure, what Aaron's face looked like when he came up with the idea.
Okay, are you going to shake this jerkin off and then try it on Jingles?
Yes. Jingles will, with a bit of disgruntled look, let's say, very carefully dust the jerkin off.
You don't have to
Give it a
wear it
go.
if you don't want it, Jangles.
Yeah, I'm happy to sell it.
I'll put it on. Like, it's better to survive than to be morally happy, but you know.
Nice.
Hey,
I mean, is
That's a good one. Better to survive than be
on the
morally
plus
happy.
side, on the plus side, if you
he
get
truly
turned to
is a role
stone,
player.
if you get turned to stone, you know what's going to happen, don't you?
I'm gonna be dusted. Gee, that's a comforting thought.
So, you have the closest body shape to a halfling. Still not quite right, though. However, as you go to put this jerkin on, it seems to resize to fit you admirably
Oh,
and becomes a perfect fitted jerkin. You are wearing braces of armor class 6, so the jerkin is a worse type of armor for you. But it's fitting. It's fitting you now, nice and
Okay.
snug. Hey, look at me, everybody! I'm a dead statue of a halfling.
Oh, that's
Oh,
God.
Has this statue here got anything that doesn't look stone?
No,
On
it
it?
was all stone. We did check that one out.
You checked it previously fairly quickly, but if you want to have a good, solid look over it and check every bit of it, it'll take you a little bit of time, and you will
Yep.
come away with the understanding that it is entirely stone.
What about the belt pouches?
It is entirely stone.
Well, how can I see inside the pouches?
He's saying he wants to smash them open and find out.
Even
He's looking.
Peterson,
He's looking for the Kinder Surprise, the treaties.
Then,
He was carrying magic rings.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
well-
that is possible, but if that is the case, you need to tell me that you are going to start breaking things apart. It is entirely stone. What you can see is entirely
Okay,
stone.
I'll come down here. Now, there was another statue over here. What about this guy?
Okay, that guy there.
I'm doing this because we're spending like a day sitting here waiting for a chook to walk into a box.
That is a human warrior, it appears, wearing male armor, and he has a pot helmet upon his head. He is carrying a spear, which he is gripping with two hands, and has a short sword belted at his side. You start looking
Is
at
it
him
all stone?
and spending a little
Uh-huh.
bit of time. He is all stone.
Hmm.
Gonna explore the ruin.
What about this guy?
That is an orc wearing piecemeal armor and hefting up what appears to be a spiked club. It is all stone.
All stone. Alrighty.
Whilst Tiny Tim is spending his time doing this, what is everybody else doing? Looks like Vess has gone down to check out that guy, did you?
Yeah, I'm exploring the ruin, but I guess I'll look at this lizard man.
He is a large lizardman. He is wearing a necklace made of skulls and has a large curved blade in his hand and a small, what appears to be, shield made of wood, you think it might have once been, but everything about him is now stone. The skulls look to be humanoids, most likely humans and smaller humans.
Oh no. Also, this wall is like black for me. It's like a bunch of shadow.
Probably because there is no real light source in there. If I was to do this, does that change it?
Oh yes. Okay, so you can't walk through. I was wondering how Tiny Tim just walked through.
So the light sources that I have on the map to give you light outside are all out here. I didn't put one on the inside.
Yeah.
Let me just go back
So just-
into.
Does he have belt pouches on him? He's a shaman, so he's going to have magic items on him.
He's a shaman, is he?
Well, he looks shaman-like. He said he's got necklace of skulls.
Oh, it can be decorative. I mean,
Because
I dare say lizardmen, other lizardmen do have that.
because no primitive / tribal style warrior ever wore fetishes in the past or trophies of their enemies.
Of
They were
course not.
all shamans.
They were all shamans, every single one of them.
Come on.
This is the belief of Bone Gear.
Seriously, I have a hammer. Everything is a nail.
Damn right. I'm not against it.
I mean, you can
He's
go around and
got you
smash
there.
everything if you want.
He's a lizard man. No one's going to be upset if I smash a lizard man. That's
I mean,
Somewhere Shiro cheers.
Okay, so let me rephrase it. Don't ask me. Just tell me what you want to do.
okay. I am going to smash this lizard man to pieces and see if there's any magical gems inside him.
Nope. But here is now his pieces of lizard man everywhere.
Oh, no.
He's looking for candy. He's smashing lizard men looking for candy. Oh my god. These stone pinatas. They're tough.
And very unproductive. Very unproductive.
Well,
Unyielding.
roll a because you're using a war hammer, which is not actually designed.
It's not a warhammer.
What
It's
kind
it's a hammer.
Fair enough. It still
It's
could
for
possibly.
driving in iron spikes.
Sure, it could
May
still
I?
it could still possibly get damaged. Roll a d10. If you roll a 1, it's damaged. A sledgehammer would be better.
Yeah, sledgehammer. But sledgehammers are heavy.
They are.
What happened there? I
You
hit
put
a
a
full
dot.
stop.
You got dot.
Yeah, well, the keyboard was dark when I was trying to type on it.
It's okay.
5.
Right.
I've got 5 more statues to smash. Starting with this one. I'm gonna look in his belt pouches.
Imagine if you killed the cockroaches and they all came back to life.
Well, they won't anymore. We'll be fine.
They'd just
We
be
won't even
pools of
know.
blood.
Yeah.
Someone will come through. Oh my god, it's a charnel
On-
house. What
on
horror
the
happened here?
On the upside, we won't have to fight the orcs and the lizard men. Okay, so
Exactly.
it's we lose some good people, but we don't have to fight some bad people.
And
So
that's fair enough. He's planning ahead. It's a long.
Oh,
He's
imagine
playing
if they were conscious. Oh, no.
yeah.
Oh,
The whole
anyway.
time they're just screaming, "No!"
in a couple of nights' time, Tiny Tim sits up, woken up by the XP notifications, and is like, I'm leveling.
Yes, he is now smashed as well, I guess. So what I
No,
need
no,
to
I'm just smashing his belt pouch.
Okay, fair enough. Sure. What I'm going to do
Oh,
though is I'm
right.
going to on the map do this.
Can he roll to see if he had a trinket? That'd just be hilarious.
That'd be awesome. Be a magical trinket too.
You don't know. You'd probably roll not a trinket.
No, no,
In
but it'd be
Soviet
awesome.
Valley, Lizard Man is terrarium.
Because he's been smashing the lizard men.
Mm-hmm.
They are now the gravel for their own terrarium.
Damn right.
Alright, so what is the plan
Yeah.
that you guys are doing otherwise, whilst
Stop.
Tiny Tim is performing,
Maraudering work.
horrific graffiti and vandalism?
Unlike
I'm
that
going to
we've
check my
got-
brewer's friend.
I think we're making a pizza oven. Isn't that what we were going to do? Because we've got like 2 stone shapes left. May as well make that
Oh.
pizza oven and make some pizza.
That's
Mm,
legit. Hype should be all over that if she was here.
You kicked
Fair
off your brewer's friend when you were in Kel's Rise, and I think it's probably got another day to go from memory.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nice.
All right. And I will practice with the small sword to see if it's any good.
It seems to be pretty good. It's light. It seems to be, almost guide your hand as you are using it.
Are you an agile fighter?
No.
Would you prefer the axe?
Yes.
Do you want to swap?
Seems reasonable.
Alrighty. I'll swap you.
Magic. Is
Ingles
it
will
just a
be-
battle axe?
Yes,
Yes,
was
it is a battle axe.
Battle axe.
Cool. That'd be the medium version. Is that the medium version?
It is.
Yep.
Cool.
what kind of vegetation's about?
Tiny Tim.
Hmm?
That's the kind of vegetation it's about. Sorry.
Right.
There's quite a bit.
There's murder potatoes.
There
Got
are
it.
murder potatoes. Yep. Those absolute sociopathic radishes.
Party name accepted.
Calamitous carrots. There are a few trees, like most of the
The
vegetation
punishing
that's
parsnips.
indeed most of the vegetation that is around is small brushes and grasses and stuff like that. But there is quite a bit of it where you are. A bit further down, there are some larger trees, but they tend not to grow in anything other more than a small copse. What are you after? What are you trying to do? You want to just
I have a find plant spell burning up a spell slot, and I'm wondering what I've seen in this area that
Okay.
would be likely to be edible that I could use find plants to try and narrow it down.
Sure. Then there is probably quite something around, and you can come up with something that you think would grow in a mountain that might be edible of a sort and find it. Pressure's
We'll
on
go
you.
for berries.
Done. You can find some berries.
Excellent. I will collect the berries.
Okay. All your dust are belong to me.
Berries and hardtack and jerky stew for dinner. Actually, let's
Absolutely.
make some leeks instead.
Is
Because I
there,
do have to specify the plant.
is there any bits of these statues that are about the size of a bullet?
After you
A
break
sling
them,
bullet?
after you break them up, then probably.
Yeah, because maybe the cockatrice is weak to its own magical weapon, own magic. If I throw its own statue at it, maybe it'll hurt it.
Okay, so who has? So Jingles has the leather jerkin.
Yes.
Brell
Come
now
on.
has the battle axe. Correct.
No. Keep
Yeah.
up the
Yes.
alliteration.
And Maze has the small sword.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, realistically, I say the leather jerkin, but it's a small armor, isn't it? Will it? I wonder if it resized to someone bigger.
wrestle Jingles and take it off him, or you're going to bash him to get it off him. Because
You're looking very stony there, Jingles.
Jingles looks up from maintaining his crank bow with a evil little squint in his eyes.
I found the GIF.
That's brutal.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, you mean it would have been that easy to get the jerkin off the
well, the jerkin smashed, didn't it?
halfway?
Oh.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Not considered an evil act, is it?
Wow.
So the leather jerkin is considered flimsy armor, so it provides an AC of 8.
Okay. No, I'll stick with my medium.
I think it's okay on Jingles. It doesn't do
Well,
anything
it
for his
doesn't do
AC.
anything for him.
He looks even better.
It might
Feel
protect him from-
fabulous.
But when we sell that loot, it's mine.
It might like, I don't know, make him stealthy or something.
Maybe.
Or just look good.
It may have had the reason it was magical, it might have summoned cockatrices.
Ooh.
Tell me what you guys are doing.
I'm just gonna
Well,
keep
I mean,
maintaining my crank bow.
Looking at the
Hunting, setting up
wall.
camp.
Okay,
I've run out of statues to smash.
sure. So you guys are basically just waiting out here for the next day now. Is that what you're doing?
I
Hell
think
yeah.
+1 jerkin of chicken love. Or,
You
maybe
could have that for free.
maybe it just allows you to always have jerked chicken. You reach into your
right.
pocket and you can pull out a jerked chicken drumstick.
Spicy.
You want
I
that
mean,
to
not
live?
gonna lie, that would be an awesome magic item.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
be a pretty awesome magic item.
But what are you fools eating?
That other party could have really used that in the tower.
Oh gosh, yes.
Alright, if you guys are doing nothing else for the day. Oh, by the way, you all had to cross off 1 day's worth of food for last night.
No.
Okay, if you guys are doing nothing else for the day, then
Hunting.
you can go hunting if you want. Do you have the skill to hunt?
I have Oberon.
Okay, and he has a hunting
Yep.
trait. Cool.
I have some leaks.
When I say go hunting, I mean Oberon, hunt for me.
Sure.
It's like I don't need a gun. I've got a donk. No.
He will bring you back some lizards.
Oh yeah.
Are they big?
Tastes like
They're-
chicken.
They're reasonable size. Yeah, they're probably a bit like a small goanna.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's legit awesome.
Is that going to be enough to feed the whole party?
Doubt it. These people on protein diets, we've also got 2 pigs.
2 pigs.
Although they can probably sort their own shit out. They can dig up some.
Yeah, at night time they eat the people who they don't like.
That's right.
Because what you didn't realise is that Granham's name is actually Bricktop.
Yo.
And then
Yeah. Yeah.
My pedigree chum. Okay,
I
then
need to go
yes,
and watch that again.
it's a fantastic movie. You, as I said, all cross a day's worth of food off with the lizards, the 2 lizards, and the berries. Then
No, leaks.
leeks instead, were they?
Yep.
Fine. Then you're going to make a lizard and leek stew if you want, and that will mean that only half of you will need to cross off some food.
Alright. Well, I've got 7 rations. Who's got less?
Well, I've got less because I crossed one off. But
Meanwhile, while food is being crossed off, Oh, that's lovely. Windows Security Microsoft Defender did not find any threats on my laptop. Huzzah! I would have been upset if it was to the contrary.
When you say your laptop, continuing.
Yes, I have many computers. In this room alone, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I-
6, 7.
I was making a worster.
I have 8. Yes, I know what you're making, but I have 8 computers. Oh, yeah, 8 computers in here. Oh, sorry, there's an old tablet there, which is actually a computer. It's a Mix 2 tablet. Pretty old, pretty clunky, but 9.
Ooh.
Some of them are pretty bad, pretty old, but yeah. Anyway, I only have 4 which I consider to be good. Tiny Tim, can you please roll for me a D6?
I can do that. Just for you.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. If I is good, anyway.
Indeed, that is the selling question.
Cool. The night will pass without event. Morning has dawned. If you wish to learn new spells, please feel free to do so.
Thank you. I have gone back to my standards.
You still got a
You have
stone force
standards?
though, right?
No.
Can you at least have
Fine.
one?
Yes.
Fine.
You have standards?
Yeah. Not high standards. I'm here.
Okay, today, I think what we could do is go in under silence again. Okay. And see if it's like triggered any of the traps. If it has, we should still be careful and go to where it seemed to come from with when it attacked.
Val.
Do we want
Val.
to see if it's in one of the traps if they've triggered them?
That's what he said first.
Yeah, that's what I was saying first. But if it hasn't, we should still just continue onward and see if we can sneak up on it while it's sleeping and put a trap over it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, we've got the lid, so if it has like triggered a trap, what we're going to do is just like barely raise it up on that side from like the back and slide the metal underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just like a spot catching a spider.
Yeah, just like catching a spider or a snake or anything. And then I guess we can get it on the way back out, but we should, if we have managed to catch it, even if we think we've caught it, we should still go to check because it could have been something else that triggered the trap, right? So we
Yep.
should then go check where we'd seen it, see if it's in there, drop a trap on top of it if it is in there. If not, continue exploring the cave. Yeah?
Yep.
And if we see it, we'll throw away the silence marble.
Yep. And we'll try to trap it
And we'll try and trap
lead
it. And Jingles is to cast.
Illusion.
illusions.
No, the
Oh, the
What is
phantasmal
it?
ones.
Well, both. He should do an illusion straight up because if he can do an illusion, how big than an illusion can you make?
For Phantasmal Force,
I was thinking chromatic orb, but any rate. Because if we can knock it out, then it's a lot easier for us just to drop
Yeah,
Color
I know
spray.
you're talking about color spray, but I
That's-
think if he puts a bunch of illusionary people near it first for it to try and turn to stone, then he can color spray from a distance with
well,
some
I've
space.
got 2 Phantasmal Forces.
But what's it
Spell
do?
is identical to the magic user. Okay, I gotta go to the different section. Hold on one second.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Yep. P. Phantasmal Force. As long as I maintain concentration, a persistent active illusion within a 20-foot cube.
see
Passive
the
illusion
problem?
will disappear if touched.
So the
I
problem with that is if he stops thinking about it,
Yeah.
like he can't cast another spell while he's doing it. So he can't.
You can't cast stuff while concentrating.
Only one creature is, and I'm stuck casting that illusion until I guess I get hit or I decide I want to stop.
Note that the caster is not allowed to take any action while concentrating on the spell. Moving is
Okay.
an action.
Ah.
I
So
just
he's got
gotta
to
stand
stand in
there.
the corner and.
Okay, never mind. Then color spray it is.
It is powerful. You can put it up to 240 feet away.
Yeah, it's awesome, but it's got limitations.
It
the
does.
swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly worth. If you
Oh,
run out of other spells, if you don't get it with each of the color spray, then absolutely put some shit up around it that maybe it'll attack instead of anybody else. You know.
I mean,
Because
yeah,
if I understand, if I just make a thing appear in front of it, the cockatrice may believe that's a fake. So I'd need to, I guess, have it behind blind, like a out of line of sight, and then
Well, you can start an illusion inside people, as I understand it. So you could have everybody
Oh.
split into two. So you could
Right.
have like
Oh,
a
yeah.
second illusion of everybody who's within like a 20-foot area, and they could then multiply again, so that you could fill like every square with, illusions, and there would be some real people, but there'd be mostly illusionary people, and they'd all sort
Okay.
of like come out of each other. So how are you gonna know which one's the illusion and which one isn't?
Right. I'm
Yeah.
just reading it says a persistent active illusion, so I think I could do one clone, but I couldn't, I guess, create a bunch of them like what you're describing. So
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an illusion of a group of people, or a like stage play, or a forest, or sorry, I
one
didn't think of it
object.
as like one object. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So it's like a person.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still pretty handy.
There are
That's
other spells which will
50-50.
do what you want, and they tend to be higher level.
Higher level, yeah. It is level 1. I wasn't really thinking about that. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, still a person who marches out of another person is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Later on, but
Yeah.
use color spray first. That'd be really good. If you can take it out with color spray, that'd be awesome.
Will do.
This is like a last resort thing, though. Let's hope that we don't have to fight it. Otherwise,
Yep.
people should try to grab it in a bag, and then we'll throw it inside one of the boxes.
Yep.
Okay. And then if we throw it inside one of the boxes, somebody's got to put the lid on top of it. I'll carry the lid.
Do you
Alright.
want me to prepare Stumble?
What's Stumble do again?
okay.
It
The-
makes it move into something?
No, the thing that I'm casting it upon will attempt to trip them and knock them down for a turn.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Let me just check the exact wording for you again.
With that phantasmal force, it doesn't disappear till 2 rounds after you stop concentrating. So it does actually last for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
So you could cast it and it would last 2 rounds, or you can concentrate for 3 rounds and it will last for 5.
Interesting.
So it might be a little bit more useful than.
Falls to the ground. Yeah, that'd be good. If you can do that to him, it'd be pretty easy to put the box on top of him, right?
Theoretically. Okay.
Alright.
I'm only going to have 1 cure light because I'm taking a stumble. Do we have a rope or stick or something you want me to cast it on first?
I think I've got a hemp rope. Yeah, I got
10
50
foot?
feet. I got 50 feet of hemp rope.
Do you mind cutting 10 foot off it?
I
I
guess
have 100 feet. I'll take 10 foot off mine.
Okay. Well,
So
mine's
does
bigger
anyone
than
else
yours.
attack?
Now I've only got 90 foot of rope. Oh no.
Aw.
Got 50 foot of rope.
That's fine. You guys hang on to your 50 foots. I'll make more rope later.
That sounded threatening.
All right, shall we go back in?
What's the worst that can happen?
We
Does
don't
anyone
get the
mind
glory.
if I kick Henry from the Discord?
While we were away, a bunch of lizard men went in there, made friends with the cockatrice, and are now raising them as their pets.
They're also really unhappy with the jerk that was on a murder spree.
All
The
right.
lizards we caught for dinner were actually the kids. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you? What is your plan? Are you doing exactly the same thing as before?
We have
Yeah.
a plan.
Yes, we've got silence going.
So
And
silences on me again.
On the
Yeah.
bullet.
Yeah,
and
on the
some
bullet.
people should still be carrying boxes.
Yep.
So
Okay,
you and
fine.
me will carry a box.
Did
I'm-
Rel have a torch again?
Yeah, I could put a torch unless someone else has got a torch handy.
Is
I
anyone
don't have
else?
torches.
I have a torch, but I don't have a free hand if I want to be able to cast. Well, I'm not. I guess I'm not going to be casting a spell. I can carry a torch if you want.
Stumble
Nah,
lasts
I'll carry a
long-
torch because I'll be basically drop it and draw a weapon.
Okay,
so,
cool.
So you are then going to. Can you
Stumble lasts 1 turn per level, so I assume I've cast
put
that
a
out.
token marker on for the
earlier.
torch? Then please.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is Vess doing anything? Or is she playing with the
Nope.
piggies and the owls?
I'm not doing much. Stay with the group.
I'm gonna leave these guys at the entrance. Guarding entrance.
Are you bringing Oberon, are you? Or is he just going to... Oh, he's just
No,
going
no, he's gonna guard the entrance
Cool.
with foxes.
Okay.
That Crackle and Pop are gonna set up in Overwatch.
These narrow little gaps, you can't take more than one character through at a time.
Now, just checking, Aaron, how many stone foxes had you got me to make?
None. Oops. Grenade. Oh, okay. That's a serious Overwatch.
Your fox is carrying around ammunition.
That's right. Your shit just got real.
Feel
Oh
better
no,
than Oslight.
it's Gradam's plan all over again, except now it's being done by the foxes instead of the mice.
What plan?
the plan from Wanted with all the mice
Oh,
explosive.
I mean, if nobody ever told you you couldn't curve a bullet.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue on in.
Everyone's here.
Yeah, I believe so. Where's Granham? Then bye. Oh, you're right next to me. Never mind.
We were occupying the same square. It was hugged out.
Ah, I see.
What about this statue?
Hang on a second.
Is it all stone?
Well, how long are you going to spend having a good look at it?
Well, till everyone catches up.
So 6 seconds.
Well, people are moving slower. I need to get my... there we go. Okay, you start having a bit of a look at that. And people catch up pretty quickly. Roll a d6 for me, please.
He's got nothing.
No, you believe that there is... So that orc is holding a short bow. And has an arrow knocked to it, has a quiver at his left hip, has a what looks to be a fairly thick, heavy cleaver, and is wearing piecemeal armor, and has like fetishes, bones and teeth, etc., adorning him. You think in his quiver there is one arrow you see in there that has fletching, that is
Ah,
poking out slightly.
it can't be pulled out, I take it?
Oh no.
Okay. Well, I shall note that for our trip back out.
Mm.
We still going in, folks?
Yep.
Think so.
Looks like everybody's still following you.
Oops, there's a big red cross on the wall up here.
Yeah, that's where the halfling was.
Yeah,
Dusty.
was the key part of that statement. Alrighty.
Poor Henry.
Hold up my hand with my fist closed.
If only you guys had Y hand.
I do have Y hand.
Yeah, you
I
can,
also have white
the
hand.
two of you can communicate.
Yeah.
And we are.
Maze is just constantly being like, "You okay? You okay, Graham? Do you need a hand over here? Can I help you, senpai?"
I'm okay. And I say poor Henry because Henry's always the heart of our party. It just turns out this character is the heart of the other party.
The black
What is the heart of his party?
Well, he is a mercenary. He's in it for the money.
Mhm.
Do any of these traps look like they've been set off, Julian?
Yes. That
Oh.
one.
Ooh. I hold up my hand with one, and then I make like make an L with my hands, with my fingers of my left hand pointing at the elbow, and then I close my right hand down onto it to indicate something has fallen, and then I point.
You can't say to indicate anything. They have to determine what it is.
I white hand. Do you have any idea what he's talking about?
Mace starts jumping up and down, throwing his fists in the air, fist pumping, does a little wave. Yeah. Yep.
I white hand back. We already did cardio this morning. Why are you doing extra cardio?
But senpai, you need to say subtle and fit.
That is what your mother used to tell me.
She was a lucky woman.
What do you mean was? I've still got it.
Oh.
You can't really walk over the lizard.
I can climb over it, surely.
You can climb over it. It's fairly, awkward. So if you want to do that, feel free. But my original statement, you can't walk over it, is true.
What are you? The lizard monitor?
Oh, that's terrible. Okay.
Why is Oliver now on a 45-degree angle?
She heard that pun.
She went on tilt. Shit.
Surely my powers have doubled.
Okay, so this box has fallen, and you can see it is moving. Every now and then, something inside is banging against it, and there appear to be cracks on a
Oh,
number
shit.
of the sides.
I gesture at Tiny Tim, and I move my hand back and then sideways across, and open my hand at the end of the gesture.
I'm going to throw the bullet up this way, because I'm assuming that's what you want. And I'll look at you as I get my sling out and put the bullet in it, and to see if you shake your head at me.
He nods.
And then I throw the bullet up this way. Do I need to roll a dice or just...
That's fine.
And then while he's doing that, I'm like signaling to Graham in Wayhand.
Yeah.
Just make that as thick as you can. Like just
I
whatever it is, 20. Yeah, just pile that stone on. We just like fuck that thing. Just 27 feet of stone or whatever you could do. 9 feet of stone. I don't care. Make it real thick. Make that one chunky boy.
And
And then
get out
like
of the way.
yeah, once the stone's away, just like everybody move away from the thing. Don't be too close to it, Grenham.
All right.
Okay,
so just for my sanity, is it this one? It's this one.
Hang on.
This one, yeah.
Okay.
It's this one that's got a bunch of cracks in it.
I've
Yep,
got
that
it
is the one.
touching it.
Okay, yeah, but you can move around while you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just getting
Yeah.
here. I am shoring it up with a casting of stone shape.
Okay.
Now, okay.
I've got my. I'll equip my shield and get us and have the sack ready.
All right.
I can hear again.
Just make it as thick as possible.
Yeah, you can do that. The box is not going anywhere. It's
Whew.
I just
I
didn't want
am
him
welding it to the floor.
yeah, I just didn't want it to be breaking out while we're here.
so you
Wow.
So you have now
Honest?
made it. You've now made it like about a 3 foot thick box.
Honestly, that worked way better than I was expecting it to.
Guys, awesome job. High fives. Let's go. Come on, that was
Yeah.
pretty good. That was pretty good, guys. Yes.
Yeah,
Just
that's
fuming
fucking legit.
that's the one, and there aren't any more.
You know what the
Things in
best
this
part
game.
about this is? There's a whole bunch of boxes here that I can cast Fire Trap on. Anyway,
That was the whole point of the exercise, wasn't it? It was.
it was. I
all
didn't
this
have
little
enough.
Oh.
Mace had ulterior motives.
So,
Anyway, there was a chest up ahead, guys. We should check it out while we're here. Also,
Well-
we need to find out if Val's okay.
Yep. Let's do that first.
Oh yeah.
Are
So-
we leaving someone to keep an eye on the box?
nah.
No, I think you did it, Senpai. You're great and powerful magics.
So this guy was the guy with the axe, yeah?
Yep.
The dwarf, yes.
Yep. And what about this
Ooh.
one?
That was a half elf.
And did they have anything magical on them?
I don't think we did a full search of him. So if you
I'm
want
going to go into a full search.
Okay.
I'm checking
Quietly.
it out.
It appears to
Oh.
be a half elf that has a very short, almost buzz cut.
Wait till I'm finished.
Wearing half plate and holding a long sword in both hands. He has a stiletto and appears to be entirely stone.
Ooh.
Maybe there's something in his pouches.
What about this statue?
That's a good question. Did Val have any magic items on her?
Let me have a look.
The answer to that is no.
I can have a look.
Well, she did cast Shillelagh on her
That's
Shillelagh.
long gone.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there are braces upon each of her arms that are not.
I'll look at the party and then move on.
But that was it.
Hmm?
But that was
What
it.
about this? Yeah. What about this guy?
Okay, hang on a second. Let me close these tokens down. That big guy there. A large lizardman with a spear held in both hands. He was the one that was pointing it as though he was trying to attack something that was low down. He is entirely stone. Someone was pinging down.
I'm just gesturing for Brel to come forward. Come on, Brel.
All right. Yep. Coming up.
That's right. I got it.
I'm no longer silenced.
Ah,
Well,
It got
except
dark.
unless you walk into this area, then you're silenced.
All right.
This guy.
Okay, remember it's like a 5 foot elevation
yeah.
here.
Yep.
This
I
thing's
gotta
clamber
walk
up.
This bit.
that bit, that
Oh,
guy
there's a
over
nice ramp
there.
there.
Let me just close this down.
All right. I'm going to
open
wander
this
over
up.
this chest and check it for traps.
Okay. You can do that. The dwarf is inspecting this guy. Whilst this is happening, is anyone else doing anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Looking at this pile.
Yep, so that matting there, Vess, is full of bugs, and it's rotten, and it's kind of a mess, and it smells. Everything in here smells, but that's where a lot of the smell seems to be coming from. These mattresses, for want of a better term. The lizard man there that you are inspecting, Tiny Tim, is a large lizard man, larger than any of the other ones you've come across. It has a spear and a turtle shell shield. All seems to be stone. However, spending a fairly good time going over every stone pour, you realize that on the wrist holding the shield is a bone and leather fetish that has been wrapped around numerous times. So there's basically, a bit of a bracelet, and it
Well-
is leather and bone.
Guess what happens next?
Is it hammer time?
Are you gonna tell me
Roll.
you're gonna tell me he's your father?
Roll.
You're his father?
Roll a d6 for me, please, if you are going to hammer this guy. Okay, roll a d10 for me, please.
There we go.
Okay. The hammer does not break, though it is getting quite a bit dinged up. However, upon the smashing of this guy's arm and shield to try and get to the very fragile item beneath it, you have
Boom.
smashed it.
Dang.
I need a bone. I need like a stone saw.
We need stone shape. That's what we should have used. That's okay.
Okay,
We have
make
learnt our
a
lesson.
Brel, make it. Sorry, you were going to say your lesson. Please make a saving throw. Oh, it's not a saving throw. A find and remove traps to see if there's anything there.
Okay.
Now you
Is this a
insert.
percentile?
It's in the macros.
You should have
Oh,
a
it's a
macro.
macro. Yep. Okay. Use thief skill. Find and remove traps. Are there any bonuses or any bonuses?
Nope.
And penalties?
Nope.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're amazing.
You are.
I kind of look at it a little, look at it a bit more, and kick it in just the right place.
You are 98% certain that it is not trapped. Before you start looking at that, someone else might want to have a chance. You've been running around smashing things, spending inordinate amounts of time. So you can't teleport around the map, Tiny Tim.
Yeah, let Val check it.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Look at the stinky mattress, now looking at the statue.
So yes, you are pretty certain that it is not trapped. And by pretty
Alright.
certain, you don't get much more certain than that. That
Alright.
statue then, it is holding a sax in its hand, and appears to have on its left hand a ring of ivory, not stone. Everything else about it is stone. It's wearing what appears to be a leather tunic, which is stone, a leather cap, which is stone, leather boots, has a sling at its belt, all stone, but the ring on its left hand, ivory.
Try sliding it off.
Nope.
I'll need some help.
We probably need stone shape or a chisel if you
I
actually.
mean, it's just a
need-
finger, right? I could probably just snap it off.
Yeah, but we don't want to break the ring. It's just made out of ivory.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
And ivory is like, not as strong as it's not as strong as stone, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could just break the wrist off and then take the hand and all, and
You
take
make a good
down.
point, actually. Yeah, that is actually a really good point. We could take a stone hand with us.
That's good.
Tiny Tim is smart in the ways of collecting loot. If you would break its hand off, Tiny Tim, that's not a bad move.
Hey,
Just
Al,
don't
are
damage
you
the ring.
having
I'll use-
Ring of Fear flashbacks?
I mean, I could probably try and get it. I mean, I might be able to. It depends.
Look,
It depends.
Why
if
do it here? It's easy to take the hand off and take the hand with us. Tiny Tim makes a very good point.
Okay. Does anyone actually mention they found a ring? Out of curiosity.
I guess. Well,
No,
I don't
it's
know.
up to
It's up to, yeah.
Oh yeah, I would form the party. I can't get this ring off.
Okay, but so Brel sort of jumps up
Yeah.
like a
an arrow lands right next to, well, just whizzes past Maze and hits the lizard man behind him.
Where'd it come from? Down here?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Go,
So-
go, go! So, initiative, I take it?
We will leave it there. It is 12
Yeah.
past
Ooh.
10.
Nice.
Awesome.
good cliffhanger.
All right,
Oh my god, yes. Woo! That was awesome.
vote for MVPs.
I'm so glad we went back in. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
because that was awesome.
Yeah, that was well hard.
Yep, vote for your MVPs, please.
Putting picture in Discord. That Al. Hand of Fear, sorry.
Yes, legit.
Rip.
We just need a yes, rip indeed. Something. We need a nuclear reactor to reactivate. Fine. We got they're just hanging all around the valley, right?
You
Wait,
don't know.
What you don't
That's something.
realise is that this is
This is a sci-fi.
a science fiction game.
Mm-hmm.
I ran Gamma World many years ago, and it was very much a fantasy type setting, and it was only for a short period of time. One of the players was like, "Man, you shouldn't have told us this was sci-fi. You shouldn't have told us this was Gamma World. Should have just run it as an alternate D&D or style game." All right, 1, 2, 3. Maze gets MVP and Tiny Tim gets runner-up. There was only 2 people that got votes.
Hey.
Well done. Easy peasy.
Nice.
Nicely done.
So, just for reference, did we get that hand off before?
Nope.
No.
Okay, just to make it clear.
He just wants to know whether to write down stone hand, given the finger in his inventory.
Let me.
Oh, put it this way: if there's a ring there, Brel's probably gonna fight you for it, or possibly just trade that with a magical item. But
Yeah.
he will definitely make an effort to get that off without damaging it. And he may actually have the skills to do that. You never know.
I'm just taking it hand and all, and we'll worry about it later.
Well, I'm worried about the skeleton throwing arrows at us first, but sure.
There's a skeleton?
Well,
He's looking.
I
yeah.
there was just an arrow
Hashtag
that
metagame.
smashed into the ground near
Sorry.
me. And I was like,
an
shit.
arrow from the darkness.
Yeah, exactly. Some of us can't see that far.
None of you
Well,
can
no
see
one
that
can
far.
see that far.
The good thing is for
Oh.
the skeleton, you guys have got light sources.
Mm.
You just use the skeleton attack roll. It's actually an ancient lich who decided to pick up a bow.
It could well have been. Cool. Well, that was a fun session. I can't believe your
That was a
strategy
great
worked.
session.
I am totally. I can't
I
believe
mean-
it worked either. Like seriously, is that what that 1d6 roll was way back?
That was a 1d6 roll, and I rolled a 1d10 roll in secret, and you had to roll a 6, and I had to roll a 10 for it to trigger one. And then it had to fail its saving throw, which it did.
Because I'm just like, when you said, "Oh, there's those traps," I'm like, no.
They work! Deadfall traps work! They're a legit thing!
Look,
Oh well, that's fine.
we don't actually have it guaranteed that it is in there. We've
That's right.
assumed.
It's actually just a
Something's
really
in there.
pissed off badger that's strong enough to
Yeah.
get through.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Based on looking.
It's a
Man.
naked That's a naked mole rat. That, you know.
Oh yeah, the plan was
Yeah.
even if we caught something, go look at the area that it sleeps. So completely failed that part of the plan
Yep.
straight off the bat. Yes, nice. Okay, excellent.
But
It's good to
Throw
know
the-
we.
Celebrating
the-
so hard.
I did throw the bullet of silence into the area, so
Yeah, that's good.
we can't hear it wake up.
That's
Yep.
right. We can't hear it go.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I will finish the recording. Thank you for that. That was heaps
No
of fun.
worries.